Did you say
yeah. Pre-show. Welcome,
Pre-show.
Everybody.
It's
the pre-show.
I love you and never change, Adriel. Never change.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone coming in early. Surprise, I know. Yeah, so we were just talking about what happened last time. And first of all, welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
We're back, and we have a guest today.
It's true.
Hello. How's it going, everybody?
Gaxx is our guest today.
I know that guy.
And maybe a few more days. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, so when we last left our adventurers. Oh, and before I even get into it, Aliza's not here today because she is filming something. I think that's all I'm allowed to say. But she's in something big. And
I'm a successful
it's the next Star Wars movie. No, it's
not that. Good luck, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's not that. We don't know.
We don't know.
But she'll be back next week. So fear not, Javi shall return and Aliza shall return. But yeah, how's everybody doing?
Coffee.
How was your break?
Mine was good.
I reject linear time and all the other lies of the before times.
I mean, there was no break.
Honestly, I literally cannot tell you if it was 2 weeks ago or 4 months ago. I truly cannot tell you.
Same.
Yeah.
When did we? Okay, so we went out on November. Was that right? Is when we?
I think that's right.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. So everything was just catching fire again when we signed off. I'm glad to see everyone's doing okay. I'm glad everyone's going all right.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the world has gotten a lot less stressful since last time we played.
Sure, of course. Like, whatever.
That's true. There's nothing to worry about in the world at all.
Right.
I woke up and looked at Twitter this morning, and I was like, "Oh, thank God!" Like,
nothing's happening.
Like, what a day!
Got him.
I don't do that anymore.
I'm glad that we can at least take everybody away from that for a few hours. Anyway, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Word.
When we last left our adventurers, you had let's see, Bartholomew showed up on the fortress. He whisked you away to a magical land where centaurs play guitars. I believe you killed all those centaurs.
Yeah, it sounds like something we do. Yeah.
You could have you could have negotiated with them or made friends with them, but you just killed them instead.
I mean, it was aggressive.
Can I be honest though? I was seriously concerned that was going to be a thing that was possible because Snack still had centaur breath
No, Satyr breath. Satyr
Oh
breath.
no,
Satyr
not
breath?
from those
Oh, I made a
satyrs.
mistake. I made a mistake.
Yeah.
See, I'm such an ass because I was just like, oh, hooves. Like that's
Yeah, they're all the same to you, Leaf. Is that what you're saying?
I'm so
Every
sorry.
cloven
I'm so
sentient are
sorry.
all identical, right?
So sorry. I'm at work. I was brought up in a certain way. It's just
Oh,
not
is
right.
that what we're doing now?
Quality
Because
of
you're
the
an
No.
orc, you must
Oh God,
behave in a certain
I just
way.
made this worse. I'm sorry, you guys.
The quality of
God,
the is vastly
this is awesome.
different. It's different times to cure.
I would like to point out something that did, as Eric described, make me cackle maniacally. Which is Thanatos got the Demonomicon of Iquil.
Yeah.
You've got the Demonomicon.
I got the Demonomicon.
Hey,
and so we determined what because you get besides the spells you get to cast from it, you have certain advantages and disadvantages.
Yep.
And so while you're attuned to it, you get +1 to armor class.
Yep.
You get you can't be charmed or frightened.
Correct.
Although I think as a reborn, don't some of those overlap?
Well, the next one that I have disadvantage on saving throws against poison. Being a reborn gives me advantage against saving. So now it's a push against poison. And when I become attuned to it, there was a 10% chance that a god was going to come and fight me for it. But we rolled at the time, and that didn't happen. So
that's
Yeah.
my book.
Yeah.
right, exactly.
Hey, what are you doing with my book?
It's our book. Yeah, magic circle. Right.
Yeah,
Yep, mhm.
open it up. My name is written on the inside cover.
Literally.
Yeah.
Because you can catch
In-
things with the
in
book. So I'm all
gold
like, here,
metallic
closer,
pen.
closer. Boop. Yeah.
Says right there, Moradin.
Mm-hmm.
So after you killed the centaurs, you went through a portal and you were on an island, and you made it to you saw a light off in the distance, and you made it to the island of the Lich, and you actually convinced the Lich to go with you rather than kill you. You made it back to the fortress. You defeated Gartholomew, and you put Shrimp in the boat, which, if some of our viewers don't know, they discovered Shrimpkin, which is a magical boat that can shrink to 1/10 of its size, and you can just put it in your backpack, or then
But you
pull
have
it
to
out.
say the magic word.
Say the magic word Shrimpkin, and then it turns into a 20-foot boat. So you put the boat inside Gartholomew's mouth, said Shrimpkin, and his head exploded.
Yes, and we got a fantastic finale song.
Yeah.
Beautiful, unforgettable.
Just
Yep.
the best way to sign off our first season. The best way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hashtag I hit the button.
We'll find out what Luke's character was doing, and we'll do intros and all that right after this. Let's play the opening credits.
Yeah, opening credits.
All right. Are we good with the codes? Do we have a good?
No.
Oh no.
What?
Oh, it went bad.
Okay, the code is bad, everyone. For Idle Champions, folks, the code is bad. All right. Well, let me talk a little bit about what we're doing, what this is for the people that have popped in. But we're going to get the code correct in a second. We're going to come correct. Jimmy, do you have the right person to contact about that? Okay. Okay, great. Found it. Okay, so everyone, welcome to the Gaxx Pack. We're an ongoing Dungeons & Dragons adventure brought to you by GaryCon, the annual gaming convention celebrating the life and works of Gary Gygax, the father of role-playing games. Our characters, the Gaxx Pack, work for Ganzerg's interdimensional delivery service and security company, GIDS for short. They travel to just about every different realm of Dungeons and Dragons that you've ever heard of, and probably a few that you haven't. Let's have everyone introduce themselves. Let's start with in my closest window, that would be Vivka. Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Tell us who you are and what your character is and what level you are and all that fun stuff.
Sorry, I ate the frog. Yeah, hi, I'm Vivid Vivka. You can just call me Vivka. But I play Snacks. I am a 2.5 foot tall, 30-pound kobold barbarian. Last season, some wonderful people did the math for me, and we figured out that I am swole and can lift 450 pounds. Thank you very much. Tiny lizard dog that never skipped leg day. But yeah, we're level 10, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
10?
level 10.
We 10.
Yes. And yeah, I am kind of live streaming a behind the scenes on my TikTok, but everyone on TikTok should come over here and watch us play on actual Twitch because it's D&D and it's better over there. And that's all I got.
They'll get to see everybody.
Except for this giant strawberry.
Did you mention being a barbarian?
Yeah, kobold barbarian.
Oh, okay.
And
right.
a snacker.
I was about to say, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we're just giving away all of my secrets. I also do, a part-time feat of no big deal, just like kind of working on my, one lizard dog solo show of being a snack door.
Mm-hmm.
I took a feat. It's actor. It's wrong, but I love it.
It is proof of the depths of my love for you that is just the most infuriating thing, and yet somehow when you do it, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, all right.
And well, when we leveled and I was picking the feat, like we were live on stream and Jason's like, come on, just pick something. I was like, all right, I think this will be good. I'll pick Hector. And the look on your face, B-Dave, like you were looking down, you're just like,
okay, you know what? Okay, here we are. Yeah, fine. Zone of safety. Fine. Mm-hmm.
Safe space. This is and the next person on my screen is Mr. Eric Campbell.
Oh, my name is Eric. I'm playing Leith, the orc monk who follows the way of peace and love and harmony and promotes it through putting his knuckles through the faces of his enemies. And that is me. And I'm very, very pleased to be back with all these clowns. Yeah.
We're pleased to have you back. Adriana Cazador.
Hello. Hi. My name is Adriana, and I'm playing as Grath, the Tiefling Ranger, level 10. And yeah, she's more like the level head of the group, or at least she tries to be. And all the responsibilities are shirked upon her, and it's a lot.
It's
but
true.
Everyone does everything, and we're somehow surviving, and that's all that matters to her. So yeah,
it's a lot. B. Dave Walters, my oldest friend.
Indeed, yes, it is I. B. Dave Walters. I say words about things. I'm non-ironically TV's B. Dave Walters. You can find me wherever. You can find me on G4 TV and anywhere that fine streaming content can be located. Today, I am playing the sweetest of beans, the Natto, level 2 divination wizard, level 8 grave cleric, keeper of the Demonomicon.
And our not here today is Eliza Pearl, who plays Javi. I forget if she's multi-classed or not.
I feel like she's just a warlock.
No, she's a sorcerer warlock.
Multi-class.
Which is like, if you're gonna go as a magic user, like go big. You're a sorcerer and a warlock. I love it.
I mean, I did it, so yes, I can agree.
She will return next week, and of course, our guest today, returning once again to the show, is Mr. Luke Gaxx.
Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Luke Gaxx. I am the founder of GaryCon, and we're GaryCon's is coming up March 24th to 27th. If you can get to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, we'd love to have you. If you can't, we do have a virtual convention as well. And just go to play.garycon.com, get you a badge. I'm reprising my role as Vishnupal, a Rakshasa, who was an unknowingly a Rakshasa when you guys first met him, but
Yeah.
you freed him
Need to
and
get those hands
restored him
looked
to
at,
power.
buddy.
That's right. Yeah. It's just the way I was born. I was born this way.
Yeah. And yeah, because you were stuck as a druid, and then because we were in the garden of so what I do on this show is I run a lot of people through classic modules that were out in the 80s, like level first edition, and I convert them to 5e, and because that's sort of where D&D all began. So I take some elements of different modules, and that one was module UK1, the Crystal Palace, I believe it was called, right? The Garden of the Crystal Palace.
I think so.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah. With where spells didn't work, it was great.
It was great. Horrible.
So, but we did get Hacker out of it, although Vivka's now gone. But
also, thanks, I hate it.
Hacker, the axe that was not in the module. I added that myself for fun. There was a sword version of it, and I decided to make it an axe and add some extra fun things to it, like when you hit someone, glitter explodes everywhere.
Confetti.
That wasn't in the original?
No, the confetti wasn't. I added that in. And I think we're getting close. Are we good with the codes now? I just want to make sure, because I noticed most of our... Okay, I can text somebody too.
Yeah, I was about to say, I can try and scratch one up for you if necessary.
Okay.
Also, you asked us this ages ago, but I'm to remind you about fate points.
Oh, that's right.
I'm not even there yet. But yes, thank you for reminding me of that. But now I have like a sticky note on my computer.
Oh, handy. Okay.
That says, talk about fate points in like all caps. But before I do that, in bold on that same sticky note, I have, let's talk about our sponsors. So we're going to talk about our sponsors really quick. Our sponsors today are Warriors of Waterdeep, and I believe the code for that works. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, of course, and the code for that is coming. Sorry that the code is wrong, but it shall be corrected shortly. And emails have been sent, texts have been sent, and the beacons have been lit. So it shall.
I also have just lit the beacons over here. Yep.
Gondor is calling for aid, and the code will come. And also, Steam Forged Games is another sponsor of today.
Yeah.
We love Steam Forged. Yay.
We do. And in fact, and this is no secret, both Luke and I have written adventures for their latest game that's coming out soon called Bardsong.
Oh, right on.
So,
yeah. We had the pleasure of playing a little Bardsong the other day.
That sounds like an interesting game.
Yeah.
It's about.
I don't know, could be an interesting.
It's about a bard.
Actually, it's not about a bard.
Obviously. I would know.
That's the first thing about Bardsong. It's not about a bard. It's about the adventures that bards sing about.
So it's only a tribute.
This is
right. It's a tribute to the greatest song in the world. But now we're going to talk about fate points. And that is how you as the audience can participate. And look, we already have 2. So basically, for every 3,000 bits that you guys donate, just so that you know this is live, so you can help
us not
weave the narrative. Sorry, I was just like help weave the narrative of the show, of the story. For every 3,000 bits that are donated, our party gets a fate point, goes into the fate point pool, and that can be a re-roll for any check, ability check or combat, anything they want to use it for that they think that would be necessary. The fate point will provide a reroll for them, but none for me. So it's just disadvantage all around.
Sorry, Jason.
That's okay.
I feel bad though. Are you okay? Are you good? Are we good?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'll be all right, probably.
No, I just wanted to check in on you. Player safety is very important. And
It's-
not
what
getting-
about-
You okay, like spiritually?
Mhm.
We'll see. I do like your second edition Player's Handbook backdrop.
Thanks. I just realized that like Leaf already had his portrait up, and I was like, I didn't want Leaf on Leaf action, so I was like, I'll put it up there where
Somewhere on the internet,
I mean,
people are busy.
Not saying we want some hot leaf on leaf action.
you would just call that leaves. I think.
Leaves.
Yeah, that's true.
A pile of leaves.
Yeah.
Falling
Pile of
from the
leaves,
same
yep.
tree.
hmm
Imagine.
Pull a
all right.
document.
So, shall we jump back in?
Yeah.
All right. So when we last left you, you had just defeated your nemesis this is episode 28, by the way. For 27 episodes, your nemesis was Gartholomew, and you were able to defeat Gartholomew, the son of Evander the Wizard.
He was
and-
once Gartholomew, but now he is Gontholomew.
He is.
I
Yeah.
was not above resurrecting him to kill him again, by the way. I just wanted to point that out there.
I mean, he could do that.
Oh no.
I mean,
It would be an interesting show if we just did that for 3 hours, but
Is that an option?
the gods would
mean-
get popcorn and start watching at that point. They
It's,
just
it's
like,
not an option. Yeah, right.
we could
Mhm.
re-shrink Shrimpkin again and
hmm
It
so
would just
uh,
be
put it
hours.
somewhere else.
It'd be
Lot-
3
lot of-
hours of the
A
magic
lot of
Anyways.
song.
a lot of valid points of entry for a shrunken boat. Yep.
for our viewers to recall, you live in a Githzerai traveling fortress, a citadel that Ganzerg, your boss, has hijacked many years ago. He's a rebel Githzerai anarch who's a member of the Shasalkau, a secret organization of Githyanki and Githzerai radicals who want to reunify their peoples. So when Ganzerg isn't meeting with his fellow members about revolutions, he's raising capital to fund armies for said revolutions by running Gids, who you work for. If someone really, really, really needs something delivered or protected or both, they reach out to Ganzerg and they pay a lot. When not on missions, the Citadel rests in a secret area in the Plain of Limbo, cut off from the rest of Githzerai society. So most of the time you are parked somewhere in one of the material planes. And there's 4 squads, 5 members each, of couriers that work for Gids and live in the Citadel. The 5 of you make up squad number 1. You guys are now squad number 1.
That's right.
That was one of the last things that Thanatos said to Ganzerg, who begrudgingly admitted that you guys are now squad number 1. So
I didn't know it was serious. All right.
if you recall, when Gartholomew showed up, he also showed up with about 30 minotaurs in tracksuits that all had the big letter G on it, and they were not in the bridge of the traveling fortress where you are. So right now, we're gonna take you. We're gonna just pick up where we left off. The dead body of Gartholomew is on the ground. Ganzer's looking around, and there you all standing over him.
I gotta say, the Minotaurs and tracksuits have a different context now that I've seen Hawkeye. And I'm just
I
totally
haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen
I
it
should
yet.
say
Me
nothing.
neither.
There's Minotaurs and tracksuits and
I mean,
Hawkeye.
there's- apparently
Dang,
need
they're
to watch
really
it now,
branching
yeah.
out with that.
Right.
Wow, I wonder if they watch the Gaxx pack.
Yeah.
Stealing our ideas.
Yeah. They
Um,
probably filmed it 3 years before we did our thing.
Yeah. So Leaf if we're gonna pick up right where we left off, Leaf is literally just pulling pieces of Bartholomew's head off of his tunic and just
As Leaf is pulling pieces off, Snacks is under,
What?
just like catching them.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
just
say, did you
putting them in a
want to
pocket.
on this?
Ganzerg's just standing there aghast, like I can't believe it. I can't believe you guys did this. This is incredible. Yes, of course, you're gonna be group number one now. You're team number one all the way. I'm giving you the top jobs from here on out. No more guarding caravans. No more sending you out to anything. Wherever you want. And then when the next job comes up, I'll let you guys pick.
Breath just like rubs off some gunk and exhaustively looks at Ganzerg. Yeah, and you're gonna give us a raise as well, right?
I mean, everybody makes the same here. You know, we're all share alike. You know.
Well, I mean, we're number one, right? So shouldn't our pay reflect that as well?
You know what? You make a good point. We'll sit down and negotiate that at a later date.
While
A
she's
date to be
saying
named
this,
later.
I make eye contact with him while I shrink the boat and pick it up. I'm still just looking at him while Grant is talking.
Shrinking boat in one hand, a book of demons in the other, just like.
All right, we'll talk about it. So.
That's great. That's a nice boat you got there.
Yeah.
I don't
I'll give you
remember
a
hearing
tour.
about that.
Would you like to hear about it?
Would you like to hear about it?
I mean,
See if Jason saves himself. This is one of those moments where a DM has to really decide if they're going to be impartial or not.
if I can make sure I don't get the lyrics right, hold on.
Perhaps, like, maybe I just hit the button a tiny bit, so it's just like the first verse. It's just like,
Yeah, I mean, it kind of plays the whole thing. It's a short song.
Hey, no complaints here.
all right. I mean, if you want to hear the whole thing, you seem to be arguing for it, even though you've never heard it. All right, let's do it.
No, I heard it when you put it inside of his head and
I
it
pressed the button.
exploded him.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it would be muffled. All right. Okay, sorry.
I think his tooth hit it.
You hit it
Actually, there were nice acoustics in his head, until it
for
exploded.
that brief.
Okay,
impression.
so when they hit the button on the boat starts singing. Hi, I'm a boat. I got some crazy powers that you're gonna have to figure out. I'm a magic boat. I can take you anywhere you wanna go on water. I can comfortably seat 5 and shrink to 1/10 of my size. But you gotta know the magic word, and it's pretty hard to guess, or so I've heard. I'm a magic boat. You can order me to sail if you know how to do it. Yeah, I'm a boat. Come on, say the magic word. You know there's nothing to it. I could be your boat.
Yeah. Now we can play Gaxx Pack.
All right, now we're back. We're officially back now.
Missed that song.
Man, it's good to be back. All right.
You can never get enough Magic Boat. That's it.
It's short and sweet.
Yeah,
you know?
that's the boat.
I use prestidigitation to clean the blood and gunk off of the boat, but off of no people or myself. Like I just cleaned the boat.
Nice, no.
Great. At that
Yes.
moment, a familiar Rakshasa that you remember from another adventure walks through the door.
Greetings. You look familiar. It's been some time since I've seen you. You're, what's the third squad?
No. We're the first squad. We always have been. What mission were we on again? I do remember you vaguely.
Yes, there was an annoying garden beyond some crystal caves. And I was
Yeah.
trapped there. And you unwittingly perhaps, freed me. So
You've come to say thanks.
I do owe you gratitude, Thanato. Pleasure to see you again.
I reach to shake his hand, and then I see his hand and like turn it.
Yeah, Rakshasas have backwards hands.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean down to Snacks and I go, was I unconscious for this? Was this the time when I was unconscious? I don't remember this Rakshasa.
Honestly, I'm wondering if I was too. I mean, his hands look familiar, but the rest of it's kind of a blur.
And he's a
And you've
Rakshasa.
really got to stop taking those really long naps, like in the middle. It's getting you gotta wake up.
I think I overcompensate when I meditate sometimes. I think I just get a little too into it and then just kind of, and which, by the way, would get me in a lot of trouble back at the monastery. They take a 4x4 and they hit you in the back with it when you fall asleep.
Ganzer, do you have some wine?
I just pick you up and carry you. And
Do I have some wine?
Do you have some wine? I've worked up a thirst dispatching those minotaurs.
Oh, you took care of the minotaurs downstairs?
Yes, that was, you're welcome. But
Awesome.
consider our accounts even.
Boy, today's looking up. I thought that, I mean, life is crazy. You got your ups and downs all in one day. I thought we were doomed, and now everything's great. I hope you saved a couple of those tracksuits, because, they have the letter G on it. And since my name's Ganzerg, I thought we could reuse those tracksuits later, in case everybody needed uniforms or something.
Like Team Rocket.
I mean, maybe.
They were pretty snazzy. I mean, they were was that a velour, I believe?
Possibly, yeah.
Did any of them say juicy on the pants? Because I want those.
I didn't look at the underpants, and they didn't say it on the back of the regular pants. But that's up to you to decide later.
That being said,
if there's one that also says dehydrated, I'll also take that.
I mean, I'm sure you could talk to the tailor here, and you could have that added on.
Surprisingly, they were very stringy and not very juicy.
Yeah, minotaurs tend to be, they're pretty sinewy, not a whole lot of body fat. They're just there to fight.
They look pretty juicy, though.
Well, they're literally piles of juice now.
Are we still talking about pants?
Yeah.
I have a question here.
Yeah.
This person's father, and I gently nudge the body with my foot. He's not going to be particularly upset with us, is he?
Oh, Evander, nah. He knew that his son was up to no good.
Okay.
I mean, it's still his son, so there could be some sort of like blood oath that he took. But I mean, if he were to come after, let's just put it this way: if Evander were to come after you and try to kill you, it's not because he wanted to, it's because you killed his son and it's a blood oath and he has to. So it's not that he's angry at you, he just has to kill you out of a technicality.
Perhaps we could save some time. Exactly how many generations of their family do we need to eradicate to put an end to this? Because we could just do it today.
I agree, actually, for once.
I mean,
I don't want to deal with this anymore.
It's only like 1:30. Like my day is clear.
I mean, I say we just let that sleeping dog lie for now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think I'm okay with that.
Oh gosh, do we have to kill the dogs too? That's too
that would be.
I said let him lie, like lie asleep. Let him sleep.
Well,
Yes,
that
but
what
no
that
sleeping
one can
dog is
really
going to wake
mean.
up.
No, it's then anyone that would try and deceive us must be destroyed.
Yes,
Why
that's
would we
true.
let them lie?
Lying dogs
Donato
are
has
the
a
worst
great
kind.
point.
The Rakshasa understands.
Yes.
All right. Well, listen, I'm going to have some of my guys here clean this up. It's pretty gross up here. Why don't you guys take the rest of the day off? Go retire in your lounge area. Maybe Vishnapal. I know you guys got a couple extra rooms in there. Maybe Vishnapal can shack up with you guys in your little barracks area and just relax for the rest of the day.
Excuse me, I believe we're going to be moving into the Team 1 quarters. Much higher up on the station.
You know what? That's you know what? You're right. You're right about that. Sorry, I wasn't thinking, the whole like guy trying to take over my ship thing just kind of rattled my brain a little bit.
That we saved you from. It's just, I know it just happened.
Well,
but I just
Vishnapal
wanna
did too. He
reiterate.
saved us from the Minotaurs, so
Did we look like we were in any danger from the Minotaurs? Come on. We just came straight here to rescue you, to which I say you're welcome. And I do like straighten his clothing out, but smudge some of the blood and stuff that's on him. Yeah.
Oh god. The life I chose.
I
Okay,
reach
yeah,
down
you
and
can
pick up
move up to the
snacks,
top, okay?
And I pick up snacks, and I'm all like, you get to pick the bedroom you want first.
I mean, how many tensors floating discs are you going to need to move all your stuff? You sure you want to move today?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a monk,
Might as well.
so it's material possessions aren't exactly a thing I do very much.
Think of the rest of your team, though.
I look down at the sword on my hip and the fact that I'm holding snacks and the Demonomicon, and I just say, I've got everything I need right here.
Really, I just got my
Aw.
nest the way that I like it, so I'm fine. But are you going to like, do we have to send that back?
I point to the pile of Bartholomew, or like, just could you want me? I'll clean it.
You probably shouldn't. No, not your way of doing things. I'm sure he tastes a little funny.
How about this? I'll get the new number 3 squad to clean it up. How would that make you feel?
Wait.
Yep. And I leave and head towards the nice area of the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna go start packing my things. And Grath just heads back to her room.
Okay. And Eliza does too. So you make your way down the long spiral staircase from where the bridge is, and then you head over back up to the quarters where all the squads live. And so, are you guys all together at this point, like sort of getting ready to move your things?
Sure. I mean, I only have like a chest in my room where I'm keeping a bunch of the stuff that I'm stashing, so I just go grab that little small chest and
And
Kind of-
Grath's no monk, but she also has very little items, just a few things.
Yeah,
So
I
helping
feel
someone-
like Thanatos probably lives pretty light too, if honestly.
I feel like if you open the door to Snacks's like, bachelor size studio apartment, you'd open the door and it's as if the entire place has been filled with rags and blankets, that it's actually now just a hole. Like I have actually created a cocoon nest inside. And in the back is a nice like a treasure chest filled with my stuff. But
I've been working really hard on my nest to get it I put up fairy lights.
According to Title 642 of the Infernal Code, helping someone move is equatable to a life boon. So I'd definitely be willing to assist you with this move as payment for freeing me.
No.
No?
We're going to keep
Well-
that one for a time that requires your unique skill set.
Well, be reasonable. Let's discuss it as we go. I'll
Just kind
I'll
of put a
chat him
hand.
up as-
I put a hand on his shoulder and I say, "I tell you what, friend. Here's what I will promise you. When we do finally call in that solid, it will be something you'll enjoy doing."
That is acceptable. Well, tell me about your adventures. How did you end up here and boating Bartholomew?
Well.
Tell me on the way. Tell me while
Exactly.
you're
To
packing
do
up.
like recount everything that happened, but it's like honestly, like Thanatos very light on the details because he was mad the entire time. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, there were rooms, and we'd enter the room, and then we'd be back in another room, and we had to go, and it's just it's infuriating." But Havi was brilliant. She deduced the code, or we would still be down there in those caves, walking in circles.
And don't forget the months and months and months before that of being in the mountains.
On
and
the
then
mountains,
going left and then going all the way down
right,
left.
and then all
Oh,
down to
there
right,
was-
and then we.
And then the dragon,
Oh,
and
the-
then
ah.
snacks.
Oh,
and-
right.
Yeah.
Right, there was Azor.
Ah,
I
yeah.
mean, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah. It's yeah. So a lot. How about you? After you got your groove back, as it were, I feel like you were out of the game for some time, trapped in that garden. So
I was, yes. I went back home for a little while and caught up on a few tasks. Had to clear out a few people who were had moved into some of my tried to move into some of my spheres of influence, but I got that tidied up. And Ganser gave me a call when he was very worried. He said he had this serious issue that he needed some help with. So I found myself here.
wait, he called you before that? Because it looked like that was an ambush. I don't think he expected that to happen. So was he already setting up our next mission the day we got back after months?
Oh, I'm sure he wouldn't do something like that. He's not quite that evil.
Yes, he is.
Sure.
Yes,
Perhaps
he
I got the
would.
details wrong.
Aye, that's unlikely. I do, when we get up to wherever the new rooms are, and I won't put you on the hook to describe the new rooms, but I'll pick last, which I'll let all of them,
Very nice.
because I don't sleep, so yeah.
Well, the new rooms are sort of set up the way that it was before. There's a nice common area in the middle, and then off sort of in a circular motion are all the different bedrooms. So there's eight bedrooms total, and a circular room in the middle where you all would meet before heading down the stairs and out to the rest of the common area of the fortress. Each room is roughly the same, but
Does any of them have a walk-in closet?
they all do.
What?
They're much nicer.
It's like, do you remember when we first started? Our quarters were the size of these closets.
Ironically, I was planning on just having snacks in the closet. Like, you open the door to her new bedroom and it's dirty and there's kind of like some piles of like mystery meats about, but if you open the door to the closet, that's where the new like nesting hole is.
At this moment, you notice that Javi is gone. You thought that she was right behind you. She was actually the last one into the room. And I would like everyone to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh, first roll.
Okay.
I need a 15 or higher.
Wow, I rolled a 15 on the dot.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
pass.
10.
I am not terribly dexterous.
I got an 8.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So-
Oh, hold on.
Oh, what's that?
You said I need a 15?
Yes.
Mm,
You're gonna try to-
Yes, you
you're gonna find
die.
a way to. I would
But
say don't waste your portents on this.
I was about to say,
As-
I got a few aces up my sleeve, really. Hold on, let me just check one thing that I don't think is going to help me here. And if this doesn't work, then I'll just take it in my face. Yep, nope, didn't make it.
All right. So, Leaf, I will describe to you what you see.
Okay.
You, with your monk skills, you felt something under your feet, and instinctively you jumped to the right. But what you do notice is now in the center of the room there is a large there's a large pit that came out of nowhere that seems to just go on as far as your eyes can see. And you saw that Vishnupal, Thanato, Grath, Snacks, and you think Javi, but Javi is gone already, but you see those 4 falling through into this pit. That you
As
managed
Snacks
to
is
just
falling-
jump out of the way of.
As Snacks
Wait.
is falling into the pit, you hear, "Oh, never mind, I choose this room."
Yeah, okay, real quick. Which room did we just walk into again?
You walked
Hi.
into the common area of your new quarters. But this pit makes no dimensional sense to you because you know that there's another room right below you, and now you're looking down into this large dark pit.
Who else is here with us?
No one.
Nobody now.
You're the
right?
only one left.
Yeah, Leaf just stares for a hot minute and just goes, huh.
For the rest of you,
Didn't see it ending like this.
you feel that you've been falling. You're falling endlessly. You're just falling, and like when you're like, I'm gonna hit the. I've got to hit the bottom eventually. I've got to hit the bottom eventually, and you're just continuing to fall.
As we're Grath is just expressionless with her hands like this. Like her hair is just flailing around, but she's just like just waiting to ground and land, hopefully.
I will say, actually, there's not really much I can do. I will say, as we're falling, I turn on the freaking laser sword just as a source of light. Like, same thing. Just make eye contact with Grath, just like totally neutral. Just see if at least we can see anything while we're plummeting.
Good idea, Thanato.
Yeah.
We'll hold you. I'm going to hold that right there because you do see something, but I still want to know what Leaf's going to do.
Leaf is going to immediately start looking around to see. My immediate suspicion is that we have triggered some kind of defense mechanism from the previous group that's not happy we're taking over their space. So Leaf is going to look around for like a switch or something, because Leaf has no real. I'm a low level cleric, high level monk, but I don't have like significant knowledge of the arcane. So I'm just looking around to see if there's maybe a button or a switch or something, or something that activated the trap.
Nothing that you see. In fact, make me another dexterity saving throw, though.
Oh, it's gonna be. It's a persistent trap, eh? All right, I'm rolling, and I rolled a 5, and plus my dex saving throw brings me to 14.
Ah,
You feel a force that you can't explain sort of pull you into the pit.
Okay, as he starts sliding towards the pit, he goes, there we go. Okay, and then he goes in.
as Snacks is falling, she's taken Hacker out and holds it at like the end of the stick part, and she's got her little feet on the actual blades, and she's kind of using it as like an air jet and just kind of like riding the waves.
Nice. As you're falling, and before I describe what Thanato sees, you hear out of nowhere, you hear a song echoing through your brain. Down in the depths you go, falling ever onward. Down in the depths you go, never looking sunward. Have no fear as your doom draws near. Your fate is in your hands. Large becomes small and short becomes tall. Crooked straight, water is land. Down in the depths you go, feeling ever awkward. Down in the depths you go, diamonds become copper. Strong in heart and bold in mind, endless treasures you may find. All your fates will be twice maligned. Hope that you're not left behind. Down in the depths you go. Down in the depths you'll go.
It's good to be back, Jason. I miss this stuff.
A voice of an angel.
That was so cool.
We're all just like, that was so good, Jason.
You feel as if you almost recognize the voice, but you're not sure.
Can Grath like try to dig into her memories to remember
Yes.
whose voice that was?
just for fun, I also want to try to focus my 2 brain cells and rub them together very hard.
Okay, I will allow it. I would say that would be an insight.
Insight?
Would that be an insight check for memory? Or I would say history.
There is no like straight up memory mechanic. I always usually do it as just a straight wisdom roll, but it's just whatever, you know. It's like whatever.
That's cool. That's a good point, because you wouldn't necessarily have a proficiency in recalling things necessarily,
Right.
unless it was about
Yeah, we'll do a wisdom roll then.
Where have I heard that voice?
I rolled a 2. 1. So I got a 2.
I got a 4.
Yeah, it's right on the tip of your tongue, but you can't recall who it might be.
Let me give it a shot here. Hold on.
All right, I guess I'll try.
I was like, I'm very wisdomist, but I'm also very disinterested.
say.
So this could go either way, really. Yeah, that's just a 14.
Is this something that Vishnapal might know, or is it specific to their adventures?
It's specific to their adventures.
Okay.
Yeah, Leave also got a 14, so nothing from him.
Just to prove we just don't care.
Leave is just Leave
You're
was
like,
listening
I
as
think
he's
I recognize
falling.
that voice. Yeah, I don't know.
As Leaf is falling, he just starts going. No, that's not right. Then.
I would also like to. I want to see who is close enough to Thanato when he makes his light source happen. I would say that the 4 of you, as far as you know, Javi is ahead of you. Javi fell into the pit first, but Vishnapal, Grath, Snacks, and Thanato are all in the same general area, so that when Thanato turns on his sword, here's what you see when you actually do see something as you're falling super fast. You see a what looks like little shelves and little mini exhibits. So you're falling down this shaft, you're looking in each side, the laser sword is lighting up the area, and you see little mini, almost like looks like you're in a mini museum. So you see little miniature rooms that line the walls, and they look as if they're depicting different adventure scenes. So you see like a party of adventurers fighting a dragon, another party of adventurers picking a lock at a door, all little diorama scenes.
I mean, do they look like they're us or just
They do not look like they're you.
Do I feel like, based on how far we're falling, I could get a Tensor's floating disc under us without killing us all? You know, like kind of underneath us to kind of stop us, or will we just be like?
You could try.
Well, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Again,
the GM
I'll take
response.
it.
You could try.
yeah. I just say to everybody, gather around. I will attempt to slow our descent. And my intent is to put the floating disc under us so that we come down onto it.
Did you want to slow?
Well, yes.
Well, hold on to me, and I'll cast Fly, and see if I can't slow us as we're falling.
Excellent. I don't have Fly. I don't have Feather Fall. I don't have anything.
So when at the moment that you cast Tensor's floating disc, and at the moment that you cast Fly, you realize that neither of those spells are working.
Oh ding. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
We were in a situation like this before, right? There we couldn't cast anything. I forgot.
So really quick, like the things that we're seeing on the sides, are they paintings or dioramas or actual moments in time?
You think that they're physically there, like you could reach out and grab something from them if you wanted to try.
I mean, do they look sturdy enough that we could try and slow our descent by grabbing them?
you actually are starting to feel that your descent is naturally slowing, as if a featherfall spell has been cast on you. So the shaft is still going down, but you're drifting gently now. And so you could, at this point, you're floating slow enough to where you could maybe grab something, and you don't feel the need to slow your descent because it's actually starting to slow for you.
This is rather bothersome.
But Leaf, you're still falling fast.
Yeah, because I'm way above them, right?
Yeah, when I look up, do I see Leaf?
Is he just going past us?
Far away, way off in the distance, you see a little dot of what must be your orc friend.
I just wave as I'm just
I go ahead
enjoying the ride.
Hit the thaumaturgy so that my voice booms. Whoever you are, show yourself now and let's get on with it.
When you try thaumaturgy once again, you feel that it didn't work. You feel that you're just yelling into the void, but there's no magical aid to it.
It's not as impressive when it comes from down here, and
Well, before we land, I just want to make sure that you guys see one thing.
And Snacks like stretches her body out, and her tail ends up going like straight up, but because of the air with falling, it starts whipping around in a circle, and I'm like,
I'm a helicopter.
Oh, what?
Let's throw it in a circle, Snacks. Yes.
Very impressive.
All right, well, I can die.
You're like,
No,
all
no,
right,
no.
we're all good here.
The shock's wearing off of Grath finally, and she's like piecing together a plan. All right, I think I still have this rope, and she like, oh crap, it's still in the room. I didn't unpack yet. Ugh.
You're
Just
starting to detect that there's a golden glow coming from way below you.
Just like I look at all of them and then just like pull literally into a nosedive, like like flat down, head downward, like let's get to it.
You know how many years it takes me to form back up after I die?
I turn and I look at him and I say, that's interesting. I reformed myself in mere moments when I died.
I just go by going.
Snacks, I'd like you to make a roll for me. Basically, I want you to
Get through the chopper.
You are the chopper.
Yeah. Make a
Oh yeah, that's a good laugh.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, once again, I'm trying to decide exactly what
exactly how are you gonna kill you?
Make a wisdom saving throw for me, Snacks.
Oh, good.
Time
That's
to save
Snacks.
throw.
That's the best stat that Snacks has. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
11.
You have an uncontrollable urge as Snacks, everything that we know about you and your character, to, as you're slowly falling by these little miniature like museum pieces, to just grab everything that you can.
Well,
A given,
okay.
but
I mean, I guess I misunderstood how far away I was. Well, I mean, while we're here, and she just kind of like has like one arm out with the bag and is just like,
Yeah, I want you to roll a d12 for me 4 times. Tell me the number.
Okay.
Tell me the number each time, and then I'll tell you what you grabbed.
Oh boy.
The first one is 11.
Okay, you grabbed a miniature suit of clothing,
what kind of
like for a doll, like a very small doll's clothing.
like, is it a suit?
Yeah,
Is
it's a suit.
it fitted? Nice, double breast.
Yeah, it looks great. Like very well tailored.
Okay,
These
the next one
models
is a
were
1.
done. You grabbed a shield as well.
Is that also mini?
Everything you're grabbing is mini.
All right, a 10
A cloak
And a 9.
and a staff.
Okay,
All
so
mini.
I have a suit, a shield, a staff, and a cloak.
Mm-hmm.
They're so cute.
She takes the staff and starts picking her teeth with it.
And Vishnupal and Thanato and Grath, will you all make perception checks for me?
Sure.
Oh, nat 20.
While
Okay.
this is going on and Leaf is still falling, he's just going to pull out some of his rations and start eating while he's just
All right.
I perceive very well with this natural 20.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
26?
I'm going to top that.
26.
Yeah, 13 for me.
Well, Grath sees like
Well,
snacks.
these are
grabbing all these
individual
things.
perception checks for
25.
Okay. So Thanato and Grath, you notice that Snacks is grabbing things out of these little diorama things in the wall, and that she has these little miniature items in her hand.
Grath calls out to Snacks, "What are you doing? Like, we got to figure out what's happening right now before we start grabbing things. What is that in your mouth?"
I had something still. I think it's old Sather, and the staff is almost. I can almost get it in there.
God. There's old satyr meat still stuck in your teeth.
Oh yeah, I mean I haven't had a whole lot of time to floss.
Leaf, at this point, your descent is starting to slow.
Okay. He's gonna.
But now, do you have dark vision, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you also start to see these little things inset into the walls where you look. Scenes of adventurers, little models of adventurers fighting each other.
Uh-oh. I don't want to be someone's collection. He will pointedly not snatch anything. He's just gonna keep his hands to himself, keep eating his rations. Does he notice that he's slowing down?
You do notice that you're slowing down, yes.
Okay, cool. That's new. That's interesting. And he just, with anticipation, he keeps eating and watching. He's totally. I picture like Leaf at this point in his stage in his personal evolution. He's reached the Tech Sergeant Shen stage from Galaxy Quest and is now just kind of like grinning as he's falling and just like eating and like, this is interesting.
For the four of you that fell in first, the golden glow is now filling the chamber, and with a gentle thump, you land all in a heap atop a pile of twigs, brush, and leaves.
Pay dirt!
Oh God, leaves. I'm so sorry. This got really awkward.
Literally a pile of leaves.
Literally
Literally a
leaf
pile of leaves. It's got so awkward.
So as you look around you, you note that you're in a strange chamber. It's about 60 feet wide and 120 feet long. No sign of Javi, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
You can see its size easily because the polished wall panels reflect the light of the dozens of candles set in sconces along the length and width of the place. You're confused by the strange fall, but it seems as though you are in the southern portion of the room. The walls are paneled in some sort of glowing wood. The reddish material is well cared for and polished to a lustrous finish that reflects the flame from the candles. 5 doors made of the same wood are on either side of the wall, and a pair of great double doors at its far end, just a few feet from your vantage point atop the pile of rubbish. You note a small, finely crafted table. Upon its crystal top rests a metal object, a flagon of some sort, and a platter with an unleavened loaf of bread atop it. Nothing else is visible except a small portal beyond the table. It's a doorway about 1 foot tall and about 6 inches wide. It's closed and bound with metal. The ceiling overhead is arched and beamed. The rafters are about 15 feet above, and the arch is another 10 feet above that.
I have a question.
Yes.
What does it mean when bread is unleavened?
Flat.
It's flat.
Oh, okay, thank you.
It's like pita.
It's like a pita.
Okay.
Like pita. I try and hit my thaumaturgy again, and I just call for Leaf to see, 1, to see if it even works, and 2, to see if he hears me.
Your thaumaturgy does work now that you're in the room. So what do you say?
Leaf.
Yeah, Leaf, you hear that? You're starting to see the glow below you. You're looking around and seeing all the adventure dioramas and such, and you're getting closer and closer. But you hear Thanato's familiar thaumaturgy echoing through the chamber.
Yes, Satan. Oh, I'm sorry, Thanato. I thought you were someone else. No, but yeah, he will call back down to coming.
Well, then I actually will move out of the way because I assume he's gonna come right to this spot. So I'm gonna like clear out a little bit. And I call for Javi. Javi, you've probably already figured the way out of here, haven't you?
If this place has a library, she's probably there.
Eating the books, I presume. No.
I don't recall seeing Javi. Also,
No sign of Javi whatsoever. Leaf, you come and land softly on the pile of leaves and twigs.
Grath brushes off some leaves and are y'all okay?
Yeah, no, that was actually quite fun.
Did that really just happen? Are we under some illusion or something, or is this place real?
Oh, it's real.
Real.
I saw you all fall into the pit before I was eventually pushed in myself.
I hit the comm, see if it's possible to call Ganzerg.
It does not look like it is possible to call Ganzerg. Your crystals are clear.
And I look down and I just say, whatever's about to happen, we're not going to get paid for, are we?
ATD&D, worst service ever.
I have a feeling this is personal somehow, whatever this is.
Well, I would say we've made many enemies, but we tend not to leave them alive. So, is it?
What if this wasn't an enemy? What if this women were alive? If it was an enemy, they would have wanted to kill us, right? So why are we still alive?
Yeah. We may have just accidentally sprung a trap that the others had left behind to protect their things in their room.
To be clear, when we were looking at those scenes and dioramas, those did not look like they were events from our lives, though, correct?
No, not at all. They just looked like events from other adventurers' lives.
Got it.
Snacks
Or just, like when you go to a museum and you see things in a scene, maybe it's completely made up. Who knows?
Snacks is hunched over the pile of twigs, busily working on something.
If you've really made someone angry, perhaps they've taken you to here to watch you struggle before you die. It's always a heartwarming thought.
Okay, negative Nancy.
Well, I'm just saying that's always more fun.
It has
Quick
been
death
our
is-
life experience, yes.
So,
Possibility.
where are these doors again? I think we're in the southern part of this.
You're in the southern part. There's a tiny door behind you, and there's 5 doors on either side of the room that you're in, and then double doors ahead of you, and then a table right in front of you with a flagon and a platter of bread. And yeah.
How tiny is tiny?
The door is 1 foot tall
Oh, so little even for snacks.
Mhm.
Breath gestures at the table in the middle. That's bait.
And I just look at her and I'm like, "You're absolutely correct," and I walk right towards it.
Yep, saw that
Okay.
coming.
Yep.
So, can you make me an investigation check?
Okay.
All
As
of
you're
us?
walking towards it, you also do notice, I will tell you this no matter what, you do notice there's a small key on the table as well.
Not the best investigator. I'm really more of a death dealer, but let's find out. Yeah.
Grath, you
that
can
doesn't
too
look
if you
good.
guys are, whoever's focusing on the table.
That's a big old 8.
I am proficient in investigation. I got an 8.
Yep.
If we're focused on the table, we can roll an investigation check to see if we can pull anything out of this.
Right.
I just got an 8.
I
We're
don't
getting eights.
I don't touch
17.
anything on it, but I do walk right up to it. So yes.
I got a 17 from looking at the
Awesome.
table, so I don't know. That's good enough.
And what did you get, Leaf?
Oh, I rolled a 3. Leaf is
Oh,
doing
great.
this.
So, Vishnupal, you notice that, oh, whoops, Jimmy, I think something's up with our broadcast.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh no.
I think we're live, but we got smushed somehow.
It
Unless
looks
Did
okay to
somebody
me.
close it? Did somebody
okay.
close the window?
Are we smished?
No, I think we're good now. Okay. I guess it was just, I don't know. Do we get
Just
banner
YouTube.
ads on Twitch now?
That is a thing, yeah.
The new thing.
Oh yeah, where it'll minimize the screen and run an ad over it.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought
Oh,
that was
yeah.
just broadcasting. I've just now seen that for the first time. All right.
I'm sorry
cool.
that you
New
had to
way to
experience
advertise
this
on
live.
Twitch.
The
Hey,
future
I'm sorry
is
that you
here.
had to
Yep.
experience this live, Jason.
Yeah, I know. Not watching someone else's stream.
We should have,
Like,
if we had known, we would have told you.
could you have warned me, guys? Come on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Uh,
Once again.
Next, they're going to put automatic filters on our faces to advertise like a show that's coming.
In that case, I absolutely would not warn you.
All right.
No, there's
Okay.
nothing anybody could pay me to warn you for that.
Can I just say, just to remind our newer viewers too, that you can participate in this game with us by donating, and you will, by every 3,000 bits that are donated, our adventurers will get a fate point, which they can then use for a reroll. Right now we have 3 fate points, but they may be needing some rerolls coming up. Just saying.
Jeez.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
So Vishnupal, you notice that on the flagon and on the platter that the bread is on, there are runes written on each.
On the platter and the bread.
No, the platter and the flagon.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay, so the platter and the flagon have a rune upon it. Yes.
Yeah, several runes. So
Several
some,
runes.
some strange runes.
And Thanato is still on a crash course to pick the thing up and engage with it. Is that correct?
Wait, you were on a crash course with
Well,
it?
maybe I misunderstood, but Thanato, you were about to dash over to the table and just start
I
fiddling
just,
with
I
it.
just
right?
walk over. I
Just
walk
looking at
towards
it. Yeah, he's just walking
Oh,
over
okay,
to it.
okay. Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Snacks is the team fiddler. I'm more the team tripwire tripper.
Okay, fair. Yeah, I was like, are we doing the Sam Delev always do the bad ideas philosophy? I was just trying to figure that
Right.
out.
We're getting there. Just like we're doing it cool.
cool.
so Snacks walks over to the table. I assume it's probably about like you see like this much of her eyes like looking over the table, and she goes,
so there's that tiny little door, and it's a little too small for me. So we can send Alice.
and she just reaches up and puts on the table a stick doll that she's wound up from the pile, and she's put the little suit on it.
And you put the doll where?
Oh, I put it on the table.
Okay. Cool. It's on the table. Everything
So-
seems normal.
Is that one of the things you picked up from the door
Well,
thingies?
I mean, I made the doll. I've with the sticks and the wrapping. And
So can I read these runes if I get a little closer on the flagon and the platter?
They seem. What languages do you speak?
Infernal and Common, I believe, are my 2 languages. Yeah.
It actually is in Infernal.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's an infernal.
Lucky us.
And on the flagon it says "drink me," and on the platter it says "eat me."
Oh
And
my
doll's
goodness.
name is Alice.
Once again.
Yes. No, the platter has rather foul, suggestive connotation, but the it says, I'll translate. It says, "Eat me on the platter and drink me on the flagon."
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
I reach for the flagon.
No.
Wait.
Pick it up.
It appears. Okay, no.
I start
I
bringing it.
didn't say that was a good idea. I'm just saying
Snacks,
that's what it said.
let's analyze for a little second. It appears as though one thing makes you smaller, and one thing makes you tall.
Why would you think that? Where would you get that idea?
Well, there is a tiny door and yes, there. You know what? Fine. Yeah.
The inscriptions, and I can read it.
And wait, the key is I pick up the key.
Okay.
That's weird.
The key is very small.
Mm-hmm. I look at the key for a second and I'm like, I think I know where this is going. Yes, Snacks, have at it.
She picks up the bread. She dunks it in the drink. She eats the bread.
You take communion.
Well,
Dominus nomine Patris.
Nomine Patri.
the flagon, it would be hard for you to dip the bread in the flagon because there's just like a tiny thing at the top.
Oh, of course. All right, so then I pour it on the bread.
Okay. Actually, when you pour it on the bread and you eat the bread, here's what happens. The rest of you see Snacks shrink down to about 6 inches tall, and then she goes up to about 15 feet tall, and then is back to normal. Just kind of there's a moment of where she almost looks unstable, to where she shrinks down, she's really big, then she shrinks down, then she's really big, and now she's back to normal.
All right.
She's gonna keep doing that.
As soon as she gets back to normal, she releases the largest, most uproarious belch you've ever heard. Oh my god. Oh, I was breathing in as that happened.
Okay. Wrath just grabs the bread and the chalice from Snacks. Okay, look, we got to think about this, maybe. All right. One's making us bigger, one's making us smaller.
You were just saying about one making you bigger and one making you smaller, and then there's a tiny key and a tiny door. So
it's bizarre. The ones that Mother gave me never did this. It's weird. Anyways.
Also, Snacks, your gear is next to you, because when you shrank down first, your gear didn't shrink down, just you did. And then when you got way bigger, you're kind of naked giant snacks for everyone to see. And then when you're back to normal, you realize that your clothes are basically next to you.
When she grows into a giant naked Snacks, I just put my hand in front of Leaf's eyes. He's bigger than me, so it's kind of like...
Leaf just lets him cover his eyes as he finishes off the ration he was eating. He just
I mean, I like to think that it's a mix of like Godzilla and a nice Renaissance painting. Like
the fan art for this one.
Yes.
Right. I have several additional questions when this is all over, but maintain your vows, Leaf. Maintain your vows.
What's happening? You just eat the piece of it.
I don't even know.
Yep.
Paint me like one of your French lizards.
I just
One of your bearded dragons.
were we able to establish which one was making her smaller? Because she ate
No,
both.
actually.
Oh, we
No,
did.
I was gonna say we don't know. We didn't get
You
any
don't know.
information from that.
Snacks.
Right.
Which one did you eat first?
I'm going to get dressed and then I'll answer your question. Well, now that I'm dressed, are you holding both of them?
I'm holding them both, and I'm like, which one was it?
I take a bite of the bread from your hand.
Oh God.
You take a bite of the bread, and the clothing that you just put on pops off of you, and there's a giant naked Snacks filling the room right now.
Don't look. I'm shy.
I'm so sorry.
Leaf, on the other hand, is just going to be like, hey, everyone sees this, right? And points up at Snacks.
I asked you not to.
You want me to not see?
Snacks. Here. And Grath just like averting her eyes, like reaches out with the drink. Just take it. Sip it.
I mean, it's kind of awkward, but also it's really nice to finally feel big for a second. Okay. And she takes a sip.
Okay, you take a sip, and you are now back to normal Snack size.
I quickly get dressed and take another sip.
Okay, so you get dressed, take another sip. Now you are 1/10 Snack size, but your clothes are now piled on a heap next to you. But you can easily use a sleeve or something to cover yourself. You also remember, though, that you have those items that you grabbed out of the shaft, and they're the same size as you.
Yeah, but Jason, they're on the table.
Oh, I can hand them to you. I can hand all that to you because I'm going to hand you the tiny key also.
Is this
all right.
suggesting that we need to leave behind all of our items and shrink or grow?
Well, I believe that she's going to locate something in that room which should reveal the course of action for the rest of us. I don't think we can all be small at the same time, or there's no way back to being big.
Well, I know that I kind of acted really irrationally and quick, but I'm just offering if anybody else wants to go in. I mean, I'm just saying I might not be the best choice. I get easily distracted, but I mean, I'm game.
When I hand her little things, and I just say, and I drink the what was the shrinking thing? Was it the bread was the shrinking thing, right?
No,
the drink was the shrinking.
The drink was the shrinking thing.
Drink with the drink. It's a shrinky drink.
I stop and I look down at the Demonomicon, and I look at the Roxasha, and I just kind of narrow my eyes and very slowly hand it to Grath.
Grath takes
Don't open it. Trust me. And then I drink the thing to shrink down too.
Okay, you're shrunken down, and all of your gear has not shrunk down.
Mm-hmm. And I very much hop out a very spry, but very, very, very just absolute shredded to the bone, looking kind of desiccated.
Literally.
Literally. Yeah. Literally. Yeah.
Literally
just sort
shredded.
of like spring out like it's nothing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, I don't have my weapons, but at least, just kind of like the flames jump into my hands.
You feel that your spells are fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I hit thaumaturgy, so hopefully I sound more like a child instead of just like a tiny thing. And I'm like, we'll check in there. If we don't come back in 5 minutes, save yourselves. And start walking towards the little door.
All right, maybe sure. If all right. So you start walking towards the door, and
important point of clarification though, Snacks has the clothes and weapons from the tiny.
I was about to say,
right.
Okay, right.
So I'm going to give you the clothes and I'll wear the cloak. And I'll give you the shield and I'll have oh wait, no, it's not a spear. You take the staff, I'll take the shield.
Fine, however you want to do it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You walk towards the door, and I'm assuming what do you do when you're at the door? You've got the key.
Is there a key lock?
Mm-hmm.
I just
I knock.
Okay.
Just checking. It's polite.
And I just turn the key. Yeah.
You turn the key, you hear a click, and the door opens towards you. The area beyond the small portal is a perfect garden in miniature. There are grassy places, beds of flowers and plants, shrubberies and hedges all of which are trimmed neatly into geometric shapes. A pathway leads from the doorway toward a pool and fountain whose sparkling water shoots high into the air and tinkles merrily into the basin beneath. There are interesting sparkles along the pathway, rather as if gems were reflecting sunlight.
I immediately grab Snacks' snout and make her look at me, and I'm like, Snacks, we have to stay focused, okay? I did.
Like her snoot is being held, but from the side of the mouth. Did you see the sparkles?
Yes, just don't touch them, don't eat them. Let's just look around. And then I do let go of her snout. And I with the thaumaturgy before we go in, I just try and say out loud what I'm seeing. Although presumably one of them could at least like get down and look in here, right?
The three of you who are regular size could look in to the doorway as it's opening and see that this giant, to them, big garden.
I fully expect this door to shut behind us when we go in, so I'm going to make sure they get a chance to see it before we go.
Wait.
Do we really want to not go with you?
We should go.
Well, I suppose you can. Something tells me this is going to be a multi-stage process, but...
Yes, this seems that dividing... I mean, nothing has immediately attacked you, so I'm willing to go in. It looks relatively safe.
Snacks,
you haven't had the best luck with magical gardens, though, friend.
This is true. I have a little bit of PTSD. But you only live a few thousand times. I'll take a sip.
The least compelling James Bond film. You only live a few thousand times.
Vishnupal, you shrink down to 1/10 of your size and can now easily walk through the doorway. Snacks, when you handed Thanato that suit, you actually realized that you grabbed more than one suit. That there's actually four sets of miniature clothing for your other 4 companions to wear, so that they don't feel that they're going to walk through this garden naked, and you can have
I'll go as long as I can use my minor illusion ability. I will do a minor illusion to make myself appear just as I did in my larger clothes.
Going through all the efforts to keep 2 X's in Gaxx pack and not add a third.
Oh no, there's a third X right now. Thanato is yeah.
I mean, you said that I had 4 suits of clothing, so I'm still just in a cloak, being like, oh my gosh, I'm wearing a cloak. I'm Max Flasher.
All right, yeah, we'll take a sip as well then.
All right.
Here we go.
The last person to take a sip, though, where are you going to place?
Yeah, put some bread on the floor.
The bread.
Yeah.
I hope this place isn't infested.
I mean, we're gonna go full Honey, I Shrunk the Kids here. We're gonna fight a scorpion.
Giant rats.
Rats of unusual size. I don't
believe they exist. Yeah.
This is how we get ants. Ants of unusual size. Leaf, can you grab the bread and just kind of put it by the door?
Yeah.
Breath looks up, towering.
Leaf he sighs and goes, I thought my magical garden days were behind me. I thought this nonsense was in the past. And he takes a piece of bread and he sets it down on the floor and he goes, anyway, here we go.
Don't worry, buddy. I'm sure this one will be different.
I can't understand what she is saying. Can you translate? I'm hearing squeaky noises from up here.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Okay. Well, Snacks hasn't been wrong, so all right. So he'll partake.
Okay, you shrink down. Everyone shrunk down, ready to go through. Okay.
Get this. This is the best part. Completely naked. My armor class doesn't change.
That's good.
pretty cool.
You have all your monkly powers.
Yep.
Hmm.
All right.
Well,
I just wanna
that's
point that
great,
out.
but still, here you go.
Leaf, as he just takes that and says, "Thank you."
Okay, we doing
Okay.
it? We walking through? We going?
You walk through the door, and oddly, the door actually
Explodes.
does close. What do you know? So as the door closes, you look behind you. There's hedges on either side, and so you're on a gravel pathway leading toward a beautiful flower bed that surrounds a fountain and a pool. And that is about what feels like in your new, even though you are now 1/10 your size, everything in this garden is scaled to you. So
Right.
it feels as if the
We just stepped
pool
into another world.
is about 20 feet away. But you do, please make perception checks for me, everyone.
What color are the flowers?
They are flower colored. No,
Oh,
they're
that's my
red,
favorite
pink.
color. Flower.
Purple.
Yeah.
I rolled an 11 on my perception, or a 5 plus 6.
Funny.
Apparently, I looked the other direction. I got a 1.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I'm waiting here. Let's see.
13.
No, you know what that is?
rolling so
That's-
poorly.
That's
Big ol'
that is
16.
Vishnupal slowly starting to realize that on Thanatos' person is the Demonomicon. And like,
Looking like
Right. So please note that your armor class and weapons and all of that are, please temporarily remove those from your sheet so that we know what your actual armor class
we
is.
gotta throw hands. You tell me. Oh yeah, there's no armor in these clothing. It's just clothing, right?
Right. It's just clothing. The shield does feel pretty sturdy though, and now that you're small enough and you're really looking at the shield, you have a you have this feeling that all of the items except for the clothes, you feel like the cloak, the shield, and the staff, there could be some magical properties to them. It's just a hunch.
To be clear, I have the staff and clothes. Is that what you said you gave me, Snacks? And you kept the shield?
I have the shield and I'm wearing the cloak, and very awkwardly and begrudgingly, I take the cloak off and hand it to Grath.
Seems
Okay.
maybe.
Thank you. Okay. It's mine now.
Yeah, you just have a hunch from all of the adventuring days that you've done that these items could be magical.
Well,
okay.
But who got the 20 in perception?
Me. That was me.
Not high.
That was me. That's brag, but that was me. Yeah.
Something caught your eye, a glint in the light, and Leaf, you look down and you realize that this gravel path is indeed a gravel path, but it is also peppered with gems.
I knew you were going to say that.
Diamonds, rubies, emeralds, sapphires.
Oh my. Leaf will squat down and just pick one up and go, "Oh, that's really pretty. This is a very expensive garden, isn't it? You can only imagine. But it does help the environment if you don't use as much soil and actually make a more environmentally friendly choice for your front yard. For like desert, for example, doesn't require as much watering. And I imagine showering this place with gems and diamonds and sapphires could also help."
And I mean, technically, Snacks picks up some diamonds.
It's just sand.
All right. We're about halfway through. So on that note, we will adventure in the garden right after this break. We're going to take a short 10-minute break, and we'll be right back. And they're still working on the Warriors of Waterdeep code. We got the code all worked out for Idle Champions. Sorry, we've been gone for a few months. We're back now. We'll get all the codes.
Scraping the rust off.
The Idle Champions code is good to go, but we're still waiting on the Warriors of Waterdeep code. So we'll try to get a couple extra people on that during the break so we can get that out there for you, and we'll be right back.
In the Garden of God.
The mighty red dragon swoops in over the battlefield. The wind beating from its wings nearly knocks you over. As you stand in its mighty presence, you realize there is no hope for any of you.
Well, I'm out of spells, so I'm just a 10th level dude.
And I'm still unconscious. So if one of you could please go into my bag and get my healing potion, that'd be great.
Then I smash the lizard. Raging, charging, power attack.
Roll your worthless attack. Your pitiful attack glances off the dragon's scale, and it opens its mouth, casting you in the molten glow of its inner heat as it prepares to release its fiery breath upon you all.
Wait, I haven't gone yet.
What weapon could you possibly have to defeat the great dragon?
The greatest weapon in all the realm, forged by Norse foundry to defeat all evil.
No, it can't be.
Take up a fight against evil with the finest weapons in the realm at NorseFoundry.com. And be sure to watch Dragons and Things every Friday night on Twitch.
The acrid stench of decaying animals and rotten trees overwhelm your senses. A foul breeze drifts through the marshes. You worry your arrows will not find their quarry. You make your way through the boggy swamp and begin to fear that you're not the hunter, you're the hunted. Suddenly, a foul, noxious head bursts from the undergrowth, then another and another. A mass of drooling jaws roar a chorus of fury into the air. You have found the Hydra's lair. What happens next is up to you. Epic Encounters. Turn your RPG up to 11.
Hello, I'm Benwin Bronzebottom, celebrity dwarf and video game enthusiast, and this is my sidekick, Crowy.
Hello.
Quiet, you. I'm here to tell everyone about Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. It's a Dungeons & Dragons-based strategy game from Codename Entertainment.
It's a management game with an emphasis on formation strategy, where you assemble parties of legendary heroes and send them on adventures through the Forgotten Realms.
Heroes? Crowy, don't you mean champions?
Players unlock legendary champions of the Forgotten Realms, like Dritz Duerden and the Companions of the Hall, Farida and Havilar from the Brimstone Angels saga, and many more. Assemble the best adventuring party possible based on your formation options, champion abilities, and the obstacles and enemies you face.
Or just smash your mouse button repeatedly like I do and hope for the best.
Each champion has an incredible array of skills and items to let you customize your style and play even further.
Farther. Farther means more distant, further is figurative.
Well, I meant more distant, but figuratively.
That's forther.
Well, customize your style even further, because Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is available on all your favorite gaming platforms. Steam for PC and Mac, web, Epic Game Store, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, iOS tablets, and Android devices.
Well, let me know when it comes to the BlackBerry. I'm not giving up that phone. It's the only keyboard I can use.
I hear it's coming to the smart fridge next spring.
Waterdeep, the city of splendors, is peaceful at night. Old friends gather at the yawning portal and share stories about the threats to our city. Threats that never sleep. Waterdeep needs warriors. My name is Laeral Silverhand. I've summoned the greatest heroes in Faerun, the Warriors of Waterdeep.
This is everything you need to know about our terrain in 60 seconds. We hand sculpt our pieces for maximum detail and artistry, infusing passion into every millimeter of our work. Everything is available beautifully hand painted so you can start playing right away. Or you can choose unpainted to paint everything yourself. Our pieces are completely modular, so you can use the same sets to create a new adventure every time. We create everything out of Dwarvenite, our top secret PVC formula that's nearly indestructible. We pack our pieces with as many features as possible, such as swappable LEDs to quickly change the look of your scene. We offer magnetic accessories to add flavor or increase the danger. A 1-inch tactical grid is sculpted into our floors. We offer a range of environments, including dungeons, caverns, cities, castles, sewers, forests, mountains, streets, burrows, ice, and hellscape. And that's just the beginning. That's everything you need to know about Dwarven Forge in 60 seconds.
The acrid stench of decaying animals and rotten trees overwhelm your senses. A foul breeze drifts through the marshes. You worry your arrows will not find their quarry. You make your way through the boggy swamp and begin to fear that you're not the hunter, you're the hunted. Suddenly, a foul, noxious head bursts from the undergrowth, then another and another. A mass of drooling jaws roar a chorus of fury into the air. You have found the Hydra's lair. What happens next is up to you. Epic Encounters. Turn your RPG up to 11.
So Krull is not your average turtle. Turtles are traditionally these dopey monk-like, slow-moving characters, and Krull, I wanted Krull to resemble a snapping turtle, or snapping turtle. Beaked, sharp spikes on the back of the shell, and the shell has been carved with draconic runes and prayers to Tiamat, and that comes out of his story, which was he was sent by the Turtles to defeat Archon, and Archon bested him but spared his life as long as he gave his life over to fight for the Dragon Queen, and he accepted. And since then it's this kind of fear, but he's also a fanatic now, and I think, but yeah, I think a lot of what he does is rooted in fear. You know, I wouldn't say there is a part Renfield to him, and another pop culture reference I would make would be like a Dr. Mindbender. And he's always scheming. He's coming up with, if anyone was a G.I. Joe fan growing up, he was the Cobra scientist who was working to try to figure out how to bring Serpentor back to, to existence and create this genetic. So, Krull is always searching for some elixir that's going to help Archon fight off Vecna's influence as the necrotic energy of the hand grows up his arm into his body. Krull has commissioned some group of adventurers to bring him back a baby unicorn horn that he's going to grind up into a powder that he's going to feed to Archon somehow and stave off the necrotic energy. He's checking in with the artifact squads to check their progress to see if anyone's found the eye or found some leads on the eye of Vecna or any other sorts of weapons that could help Archon in his quest, Tiamat and the Dragon armies for their quest. So, very highly intelligent. I mean, he's also super strong. He's got a 20 strength and he swings this giant two-handed maul that has frost capabilities. And so he's a very fearsome fighter. Always surrounded by the dead, and he wears this white, like a white grease paint over his face, so that he looks like a skeleton. Like you would think he was undead at first glance, but he isn't. It's if that could give him some sort of advantage over an opponent that stumbled upon him. But there's always these zombies and whites and the undead around him. He's always experimenting on the dead.
Spurt, the kobold, briefly serving as the guide to the Mighty Nine, led them down a tunnel of the Underdark, and then as the Mighty Nine were chit-chattering, kind of went off ahead on his own, and entered a big giant cave that had two fire giants. Now Spurt is a CR 1/8 monster. Fire giants each are like a CR 9 monster. So he threw his bag of bees at one of them, and it did what you would expect a bag of bees to do. It just plopped down in this little bzzz, no effect whatsoever. And then one of the giants just smushed him. Spurt showed up for 15 minutes actually in an episode that was kind of very straight up to that point. So he was like this humorous interlude, I guess, for lack of a better term. So the fact that he was humorous, the fact that he wasn't live there for very long, so you only got to enjoy him for a brief period of time, I think that won a lot of people over. And then Chris Dupuis, one of the people who works on the creative side of Idle Champions, said, hey, this little guy, he's something. We can make something out of this. Do you mind if we take that ball and run with it? And then they made it. And then they had their little gifts that they did showing Spurt being smashed with the big hammer, and it's like, yes. Why do they fall in love with Spurt so much? Because he tries. Life has dealt him a cruel hand. He is a kobold who has never seen the light, and life down in the Underdark is a horror show for the most part. Yet, he's managed to live 11 days and done pretty well for himself in that time, and he seems like an upright little guy. I think the fact that he's small, that he's unabashedly harmless, and that he's got all these fun little toys that can surprise and delight makes him an easy sell. There's just something kind of pathetic and likable about kobolds in general. Because they are on the absolute weakest spectrum of humanoid life. It's like you can't find a humanoid character really who's any weaker than a kobold.
And we are back. Welcome back, everyone. So, our adventurers have now all drank the shrink juice. And you have shrunken down. Exactly. Now, hold on. That baseline is not public domain, but this story is.
Yeah, legally distinct.
This world is public domain, but the baseline is not. So just be careful.
It is all about the base.
Love that song.
It is a great song.
Painfully short.
So you have now all walked through the portal of the tiny little garden, which is now large to you. So, like I said, you see about 20 feet, what appears to be 20 feet in front of you, because everything is scaled to you, you see this fountain ahead of you. Leaf has just noticed that diamonds, emeralds, rubies, and sapphires pepper the gravel path. Right now, there's only one way to go, although you do notice, even as you take a few steps forward, that there are other paths besides the fountain. It's just the fountain is right in front of you, but there are 2 paths around the fountain, and you could possibly go. Who knows what goes beyond that? So
2 paths, like one on either side, or 2 on either side?
Right, one on either side. These large hedges surround you, but there's a path to the right and a path to the left around the fountain. But let me describe the fountain to you. So it is a statue of a large human-like form in the middle of the pool. It carries a dolphin in each arm, and 4 seahorses surround the statue. The dolphins and seahorses all spurt jets of water from their mouths. The former upwards about 10 feet, the latter outwards about half that distance. The pool is oblong shaped, lozenged shaped, it is described as, about 20 feet in width and 30 feet long. There are water lilies growing in the pool and gold-colored fish swimming along their stems. Grassy turf and rows of nodding flowers lie between you and the fountain. Low shrubs decorate the edge of the raised onyx pool basin.
Wow. Okay.
Snacks goes up to the fountain, the pool, and like puts her little claw paws on the edge and like leans over and looks at the fish.
Don't eat those ones just yet.
I
They
mean,
look like large carp, large golden carp.
yeah, I know what that looks like.
Carp?
A goldfish, a big ass
Okay.
goldfish.
Japanese.
All right.
Carp have teeth, though.
That's
Goldfish
koi.
don't. That is an important point of clarification. Yeah. I do just sort of look and I say, you know, I should probably just point out that at any time I can get us out of here. It just may not take us somewhere terribly pleasant. Just keep it in the back of your minds.
Oh, I can plane shift us if need be.
Leave this again.
Exactly what I mean. I can get us out of here. I may not be able to get us out of there.
What's worse, though, honestly, at this point?
Out of the frying pan into the fire?
Well, so far, this at least looks pristine for a prison, so... I reach out and try and touch the water. Let's just get to it.
Okay. It seems to be regular water, as far as you can tell.
Snacks looks left, looks right, leans down.
Okay, as you look left and right, you notice that the path goes all the way around the fountain, and you see a path to the left. So basically, you've got 4 choices. You have a hard right, a hard left, or a soft right and a soft left around the fountain. Because about halfway around the paths going around the fountain, you have another path leading off to the right and another path leading off to the left.
I'm gonna hit a ritual detect magic before we scatter here to see if there's anything comes up on the radar here.
So when you do that, the pool does radiate a faint magic, but nothing active. But also, the cloak, the staff, and the shield all radiate
All start to glow.
magic.
I point this out to everyone, and I try and touch the water with the staff, see if anything happens.
Just nothing, nothing unusual.
I mean, I always hate this. when it is done to me, so I apologize. But technically, Detect Magic tells me the School of Magic, which at least should give me some idea what these things do.
Right.
Sorry.
I know. Now I gotta look it up.
I know.
And
I
there's
hate
8
it.
of them.
You're like conjuration-illusionomancy. I don't know.
I like the old. They radiate all 8 schools.
That's true. Well, what I mean is, if it's abjuration, I'm gonna know it's more defensive. It's evocation, I know it's more blasty. I mean, that's
so the staff
kind of-
is evocation, the shield is defensive, and the cloak is illusion.
I share that with everyone.
Oh.
We
Yep.
should definitely give the cloak then to anybody who's particularly squishy.
About to say,
Because I'm
yeah.
guessing that cloak is a defensive.
Like a cloak of displacement, perhaps.
Displacement, perhaps blur.
If it is,
Or
that's
blur,
what,
yeah.
Although I guess Grath has it on right now. I walk towards where I think
Oh,
Grath
I didn't
is.
put it on
and-
yet. I didn't put it on yet. It's
okay.
just
I
like
was
on my
about to-
arm. I'm holding
about
on
to say,
to
if
it.
I walk towards you, do I come towards you or do I go over there? I'm trying to go towards you.
I'm over here.
Yeah.
No, well, okay. So I'm holding on to it.
I mean, with the staff though, now knowing it's blasty, I see if I can figure out how to activate it. I'm like tap 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 tap.
Okay. Hold on.
And it
explodes.
Hold on 1 second. I need to go back and look at. Yes. Oh.
The end.
Actually, it's not as much blasty as it is striky.
Oh.
If that-
Okay. You would like that.
Sorry, so scientific there.
Strikey. We should name it Strikey. Strikey the staff.
Yes, you could definitely strike things with it.
Strike it. The
I just say, Snacks.
Yeah.
How about we test out both of these things? Hold the shield up.
I was waiting, but hold on. There's something I really want to try first.
She takes the shield, stands on the lip of the fountain, and jumps and puts herself into the shield and lands on the ground.
Lands on the ground or lands in the water? What do you? So what do you
I'm
do?
gonna land on the ground.
Oh, so you just sort of like. Well, the fountain is in the middle of the water, though. So you're trying to.
Oh, I just
bounce
meant
off
like just the.
the basin.
I'm just trying to get more height, dude. I'm just trying to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I take a run. I parkour off of Leaf's chest, and then I drop.
What?
Great.
Parkour.
Okay. I mean, you definitely feel like that shield has got some defensive properties to it.
My feet are
Your-
fine.
Thanato, so you're going to strike the shield with the staff?
This is how
All
we
right,
cast.
I tried to do it.
Everybody, maybe
All
stand
right.
back. Actually,
Lisa, if you're watching this,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could have saved us a lot of pain
Yep.
if you hadn't been a successful actress and
Yep.
just had been here to cast
Yep.
Identify. Like, we would not have to be going through this.
Yep.
Without rolling a bunch of dice, you get the feeling that the shield has a +1
Feels very
number
plus
to
1.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that
+1 number.
Yeah, that's referred
Yeah.
technically.
the
Plus
staff
20.
of the staff feels like a staff of striking, and has the
like-
properties of that which you can find on D&D Beyond.
A very little tiny baby staff of striking. It's adorable. I'm gonna keep this as a toothpick when we're done here. Yep.
That would work really well against things stuck in your teeth, I would imagine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's wild. This shield feels exactly like the shield I left back there.
That's convenient. This is nothing like my normal equipment, but fine. And I just look each direction and I just say, Grath, can you pick up any sort of tracks in here? Has anything been coming or going?
Good idea. Yeah, let me check it out. Grath is going to like kind of glance at the ground and look for any disturbances and grass and whatnot.
Great, make me a survival check.
Oh yeah, that's my specialty.
That's what you do.
17. Oh, thank goodness
Ah.
it's a +6.
You the largest badger tracks you've ever seen, the largest rabbit tracks you've ever seen. Also, you definitely find some lizard folk tracks. And they're all just kind of randomly, they clearly like walk this path a lot.
So I relay this to everybody.
Any particular of the 4 paths that they're on, or are they all kind of evenly distributed?
They're pretty evenly distributed. It seems like this is a pretty main thoroughfare around the fountain.
This looks like a game trail, everybody, but all the tracks are gigantic, but it's probably because we are all shrunken.
But the world fits us.
Yeah, they're not as big as, say, if there was a, and I'm sorry, I apologize, they're porcupine tracks.
Oh.
Yeah. Not badger, I apologize.
Oh, that's much better.
But they're not as if, you get the feeling that they're, if a regular sized porcupine, for example, was in here, it would take up the whole place. So they're, in scale to you, they're larger than what a normal porcupine or normal rabbit would be. And the lizard folk tracks seem to be the same size as what you would expect a lizard folk to be in this garden.
Okay. All right. Well, there's.
Snacks leans down and dips her fingers into one of the tracks and tastes it for a second.
Do you know that the word porcupine means thorn pig? Snacks facts.
Really?
Oh.
That one actually catches Leaf's attention. Thorn pig.
Yeah, they can have over 30,000 quills. And they're very good swimmers.
That's a good band name, Thorn Pig.
And I guess that means we're going after the porcupines. And I walk down whichever path she indicated would be that way.
Well, let's do it. Let's just find something. This garden. Just don't eat the fish, please, Snacks, or anybody.
Okay, so you can go hard right, hard left, soft right, soft left.
Which one has the most tracks? Well, the lizard folk, honestly. I want to find the lizard folk. So the highest concentration of lizard folk footprints.
The lizard folk footprints lead off to the soft left.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I was going to do. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Okay.
appears as though, lizard folk go this way, mostly.
Why are we going towards the lizard folk?
Because they can talk.
Yes.
That's a good
I
point,
mean,
actually.
do any of the paths not have tracks?
No, they all have tracks. These are all well-worn tracks, well-worn paths.
I mean, I was kind of excited for the thorn pigs, but okay, let's go to lizard folk.
Well,
Okay, as you're following
lizard folk as well, so
as you're following the path of the lizard folk, you if you're going to continue on that path, you take the soft left, then you take another left, then you see a flower bed, kind of the hedge is clear, and right in front of you there are flowers that are all red or white. There are bleeding hearts, poppies, and many other types. Roses. The central.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I apologize. But theoretically, my detect magic is still up. So if I come across anything expressly magical, I should know.
Okay.
Sorry. Apologies.
No problem. The central shrubs are very strange. Their leaves are a silver color. Their flowers an unusual shade of vermilion. Beyond, the path turns right and left. The lizard folk trail goes to the left, and on the far side is walled off by thick hedges of a thorny growth. So and from your vantage point, Thanato, you can see that this thicker thorny hedge is just beyond this, and if you look to the right and to the left, you see that there's a wall of thick, thorny hedges. So you're now walking along the edge of the wall.
I guess keep following the path until it dead ends.
Okay. So you're going to go, now you're going to take a left. You're going to follow that along, but you are going to basically run right into...
Oh boy. The Tarrasque.
Tummy scratches.
What you first thought was a tree of some sort is obviously a treant from this distance.
Oh, terribly sorry.
So you see a treant about 20 feet away, and it solemnly regards your party, making neither hostile nor friendly move. Seems to be waiting for your move.
I turn and look at Grath and I say, well, you're the tree expert.
Yeah. We have no choice but to go that direction, right?
The lizard folk trail leads beyond this treant.
All right. Well, if we approach it peacefully, right? We're not going to try to kill or eat or, dismantle or melt.
Up to it, really, honestly, how that's gonna go.
As a druid, I would never hurt a tree. Except for that one that tried to kill me and then we ended up chopping him down. That one.
Correct.
That one deserved it.
Well, let's just approach it with caution. Right?
Good idea. Yes, I agree with this.
Good. Okay. All right. Grath is going to just gingerly start stepping forward towards this treant and
kind of like hands up.
Come in peace. Hello.
I'll take up a strategic position more towards the rear.
Snacks has the shield on her back and she goes down on all fours, like walking really low. So she kind of looks like a turtle.
Hello there, little one.
Hi.
Funny, you're maybe 12 inches tall, but fine.
12 inches tall? I'm at least 12 feet tall.
This reminds me of a Shel Silverstein poem.
Yes.
I mean, I guess that depends on whose feet.
I more have roots.
We don't know where we are. We fell down a very long hole. There were records of heroism, but not including ours, which seems odd, but okay, whatever. Then we drank something that made us very small, which led us to here. So we don't know where we are or why we're here, but we mean you no harm if you could provide us some insight of what this place is.
Oh. You must have drunk from Chaldos's brew.
Oh, I need to know who that is. That's important information.
Charldos is the master of this garden.
Do you know where they are?
Here often?
Charldos? He has a house back over there.
And he points behind him, even though he's at the edge of the hedge. Behind him, there's a break in the hedge, and you actually can see that there's a clearing behind him, and there's more garden beyond that. The break in the hedge is too small for you to see from your vantage point. But from where he's pointing, there's clearly more garden beyond there.
Okay, so thank you. That's pretty straightforward, right, group? We just find this Charldos and ask them how to
Execute them. Oh, no.
Ask.
No, we're not. Oh, ask.
What was
Ask them how
that?
to.
Right. Understood. We're using our words. Right.
Yes, we are. Finetto. Thank you, great treant.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what's his name again?
Charldos.
Charldos. Would you say he has a decent disposition? Would you find him not hostile, perhaps?
Well, that depends who's talking to him. I tend to give him a wide berth. But he is of late been a bit unpredictable, let us say.
That's going to lead me into my next question. If Charldos, right? That's just Charldos. If this Charles person decides to, let's say, be not nice to us, and let's say theoretically we were to defend ourselves if he decided to be unpredictable, is that going to offend you or anybody else in this place? If we have to, make him stop forever?
We are neutral towards Chardos.
Good.
We are the trees. We simply observe.
Well,
I can't say that for all of the creatures here. Chardos commands many of them.
That is what I was trying to get at. That's good information.
But he does not command the trees.
Well, if you see us being devoured alive by bunny rabbits, just tell our story.
What a way to go.
Yes, little one, what would you like to know?
Excuse me, Mr. And Tree. Anyway, you said that you like to observe. I also really big into observing, but I don't know if it would be rude. Can I climb you?
You can climb me, just be careful.
Okay, are there any tickle spots that I should know about? Because, just checking.
Underneath my biggest limb here, try not to get there.
Go. Okay, you're making me want to go right there, but okay.
So Snack starts crawling up the branches and climbing her way up until she gets high enough that she can see beyond the shrub.
Yes, sir. You got that spot anyway.
You got some dead leaves up here. I'm gonna get that off for you. There you go. It's okay. I'm cleaning you up while I'm up here.
Oh, feels much better now.
Pruning.
Yes. So, here is what you see from your higher vantage point. You see beyond the hedges. You see the general direction that he pointed to. You see a house. You also see two other houses. So you basically see a large rectangular section that is walled off by the hedges. You see a house to the left. You see an orchard in the middle, and you see two smaller houses to the right. But they're all surrounded by this large thorny hedge.
About how far away are the houses?
From here, they're only about 100 feet away. It's just that the hedge was blocking it.
Okay.
So that space is about 60 feet by 150 feet.
Okay. Now, to note, I do have my eagle eyes, so I can see clearly for up to a mile. So while I'm up here, I'm going to take a look around. Is there anything of note that I would see?
Well, if you look back, you would see the rest of the garden area. So you see more of those strange plants. You see another marble statue. You way to the south, you see another break in the hedges, also in the south, that almost looks like there's a pathway out of the garden there. You also see mosses and ferns, wildflowers, things of that nature.
Okay.
But actually, from where you are, the other break in the hedge that's way off to the south, it actually looks like it's a tunnel.
Oh.
So the hedges go up around it.
Oh, not an underground.
Well, it goes up around it, but it looks like it does go down.
All right. I look around to see if there's any more dead brush that I can get off my friend. And I shimmy down and convey all that information to my buds. Blah.
Are you capable of helping us fly over this again? Our Rakshasa friend, Vishnapal.
I cannot, unfortunately. Today I have utilized that.
Which way?
I mean, it's the case. It didn't work, so I will try. I'll try to activate the fly, which is only once a day. So if it's gone, it's gone.
Then if you activated it earlier, even though it didn't work, you can't do it again.
Okay. Just wanted to validate.
Sure. Yeah. Understood.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess unless our friend here, who is a tree with a beard, has any insight over which path we should follow to get to him faster.
Oh, well, Charldos is usually in his house.
Is the path to the house pretty obvious?
It's right here.
Then head that way.
That way!
All right. So now the gravel pathways. Oh, also, just so that you know, there's a wall. The door that you came out of is. Hold on. Right. The door that you came out of, you're now on the other side of it. So there was just simply a wall. You came out, you went to the fountain, you went around like this. As you're passing the treant, you see the wall again that you came and the door that you came through. But the other side of it. But you're not back in the room that you came from. If that makes sense. You're still in the garden.
Okay, so I was up on the top of the tree, which meant that I probably got like a pretty good view. And using my claw in the dirt, I draw out like a little map, and I'm like, this is what we got going on.
Well, team, what do we do first? Do we go talk to this Charldos first, or do we just try to get out?
I mean, I don't want to cause any eye rolls, but you know me and talking, I'm all about that.
Yes, we've come quite a ways to not at least meet the proprietor of this.
Honestly, you know what? With your view and your eagle eye, I will give you guys the map, because there's nothing on this map that it's just labeled with letters. So, We can even show that. And Jimmy, I'll give that to you if you want to just show even the audience. That's okay with me because there's nothing on here that's going to reveal any secrets per se.
So don't go towards the skull and crossbones, is what you're telling me.
Right, yeah.
Right.
So we're gonna go there.
Exactly. I'm like, we are the skull and crossbones.
Yeah, that's actually
So
our
this is what
indicator.
you saw. I'm putting it in our Zoom chat right now.
See it? See it?
I see it. Yeah, let's look.
Jimmy, if you want to take a look and show that to the audience for just a second. So the letter I to the right is where the treant was. So you started at letter A. Letter B is where the fountain was. The lizard folk path brought you towards letter C, then you kept going towards the letter I on the right, and see that wall where that's the door you came through at letter A. And so the other side of the wall is there, and then O is where he was pointing towards Charldos's house, and then N and M are the two other buildings that you saw.
I see now why the treant was like
This
the
was
path
not at all what I
right
envisioned.
there.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
right there.
Got it.
Cool.
And H is where you think you see a tunnel.
Try the house first, though.
I think so.
Yep.
That seems to be the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Quick question: what is growing in the orchard?
You could tell with your eagle eye. They're showing the map right now, but trying to make it a little bit. You could tell with your eagle eye that these well-pruned trees all have apple, cherries, pears, and plums all on the same tree. And they're all bearing fruit now. They all have ripe fruit.
It's a fruit salad tree.
Towards the house.
Okay.
Yeah, towards the house. Let's go.
It makes sense. We'll get answers there, and if they don't give us answers, we'll just make them. Yeah.
Well, as you can see, the door to it is there on the south part of the building. But as you're approaching there, when you see where the letter P is on the map, you see a thick circle of currant, raspberry, gooseberry, and blackberry bushes surrounds a quaint well. Protected by a peak roof, this well has the usual windlass complete with rope and oaken bucket. It's about 4 feet in diameter. There. So there's that, or you want to go right to the house.
House.
Okay.
Yeah, I think house. Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like Snacks probably like saw the blackberries and took a run, and just without even having to look, just the nacho was just like tail.
We'll get some on the way out. I promise.
Yeah.
Yep.
So on the far side of the orchard is a large, very comfortable looking house. It has 2 full stories, a front porch, bottle glass windows, and several tall chimneys above its shake roof. There are 2 entrances, one from the front porch and another visible from the area by the one to the south. So I'm sorry. So you're right. So if you're looking at the map again, that's not a second room. That's actually a porch. So you could enter from the front porch, or you could enter from the south door.
Valid point of entry. I'm actually going to walk right up to the front door and knock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, on the porch.
Yeah, the treant said that he's been grouchy.
Great.
I'm following suit. Leaf is just, he's already kind of like, as he sees all of the, and looking at the garden, Leaf is just kind of already starting to feel a little bit like he's in the cave again. He's just like,
Oh, Leaf, Grath turns to Leaf. You doing all right? I know we just got out of
I'm
those
all right.
caves, but at least this one has like leaves and the
That's
sky.
true. There's some nature considering.
Yeah, let's make the best of this. Maybe we can get out of this with extra money.
Yeah, we didn't get sent here though. This isn't a job. We got stuck here. So.
It was a workplace hazard in the hallway.
Actually, yeah, Thanato could probably make that case. Could probably make that case pretty good.
You knock on the door. You don't hear anyone come to the door.
Grath knocks louder. Excuse us. Hello.
Ollie, oxen free.
You wait a few moments. Nothing. Hear nothing.
Try the door and see if it's
can
unlocked.
Can I just mage hand the door?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. So I'll just like
mage hand the door and it opens. It opens inward. You can
push it open.
There's a living room in there.
This feels illegal.
I hit the thaumaturgy and call out, "Hello."
What's the range on that?
It makes my voice 3 times louder. So take that to mean whatever it will.
Yeah,
I'm
kind of
three times louder than normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope, you don't hear anything yet.
Well,
Strong
it's just
push for yet.
let's go in. Right? It should be fine.
Wasn't there like a children's tale about going into someone's house?
Yes, something
Usually
about
there's candy and stuff.
But this isn't a children's
porridge.
tale. This is Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I think we'll be
Go
fine.
wrong.
We could also try the other 2 houses.
It'd be signs of descending size involved.
I'm looking around this house specifically for any sign of what this person is. Like, we don't know if they're a human, an elf, a gnome, a halfling. Like, I mean, roughly what size is the furniture? Like, I mean, are there like bones and carcasses in here?
Yeah,
Right?
it's it
Pretty
looks
large,
very humanoid. Do you guys
a lot
walk
of
in
hair.
to look around?
Yeah, I go in.
Guess so.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
guess
go
so.
ahead and cast invisibility before I step in,
Oh, wait.
Oh, well, that was smart.
Okay.
and then I'll step in and try to be a little bit more discreet.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, yeah, you go first. Paul.
Yeah, I'll go in. Yeah.
All right. So
Paul.
the place seems to be well, if oddly, furnished. There is such a clutter of chairs, sofas, tables, shelves, cabinets, and dressers that it takes a few moments to take in the entire scene. It almost looks like things are stored there. The place is obviously lived in. There are carpets on the floor, paintings and pictures of all sorts on the walls. You note a flight of steps leading up to the floor above. There are several canes and walking sticks near the door.
Things are not in multiples of 3, though, are they?
No.
Okay.
I don't know if it's been long enough. I'll hit another ritual detect magic while I'm in here.
Well, you definitely detect illusionary magic, but the door slams behind you.
Oh, here we go.
And,
Here we go.
The walls are all bare stone, and they're slowly closing inwards on you.
Of course they are.
Wait, they're closing inwards on us?
The walls are now closing inwards on you,
Okay.
and the door is slammed shut.
So
Grath
Leaf,
is gonna-
Leaf is gonna be like, please tell me that's part of the illusion.
Not sure, really.
The door has now
Maybe-
disappeared.
All right. How about let's go upstairs? That may
The
be
stairs disappear. Everything that's in the room disappears, and you're now in a stone rectangle, 40 feet by 50 feet. That's slowly.
Okay, I'm gonna get on my crystal and tell Ganzerk to shut down all garbage smashers on the detention level.
Shut down all the garbage smashers on the detention
all
level.
the garbage smashers
Shut
on the
it
detention
all
level.
down.
Exactly.
Shut them all down.
Where can he be?
Wait. Grath frantically looks at everyone. Did we bring any bread with us?
You told me to leave it at the door.
Felt like we did.
Did anybody grab some?
No.
Rip it from the bread.
I thought about it at the time, but I was like, no, it's my idea. It's probably dumb, so I didn't say it.
Any crumbs? And she goes to snacks looking for crumbs of bread from earlier, and then crumbs.
She like grabs my mouth. I'm like, oh, I already ate it.
Oh no.
Adriana is currently reenacting how I typically am around lunchtime.
It's almost my lunchtime. So
Yeah.
Well.
Okay, another 4 feet. Psh.
I'm going to just look, investigate for any sort of like stones that might push or move or anything out of the ordinary in this contraption.
Okay, give me a
Also,
perception roll.
To be clear, I do not have my book because it did not shrink, correct?
Oh, right. That's right. It's out there.
Actually,
isn't it?
I would like you all to roll for initiative. This is all going to happen really fast.
Oh, man.
Okay.
That's not the thing to tell us.
Yeah. 13.
6.
11.
I can put it. I'll put it in chat.
Okay.
And I have advantage.
I love the
So,
fuzzy pink dice.
Important point of clarification here. Our adversary is yet to present itself, has it?
Right. Well,
Because-
maybe this is your adversary, but it's going to happen so fast that I need to know what each one of you is doing.
Got it.
Okay.
For me, it's a 19.
All right.
I got I think a 14. Is that right? Yeah, 14.
Vishnupal got a 13. Can't find my leaf marker. Sorry
I
about
didn't
that.
realize that's something I could do. Okay.
Fanato and then Leaf, right? Leaf got a 14.
I got a 14.
Okay. Vishnupal got a 13. Snacks got an 11. What'd you get, Graph?
6.
6.
Million.
Okay. So Thanato, what are you doing?
So right now, right when I detected the illusion, it went down, and it seems nothing but like stone walls that are squishing in.
Yep, you're literally in a stone room with 4 stone walls and a stone floor and a stone ceiling. There's no stairway upstairs. There's no bunch of couches everywhere. It's all gone. The doors disappeared.
Yeah, the door. All right.
Yep, the doors completely disappeared.
I just start like putting my claw paws against the wall and just start like feeling around for some kind of lever, a brick or a stone that feels different. Like I'm touching.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Not investigation.
Well, whichever
Well,
one's better, actually.
Perception's good. Perception's good. Oh my! I'm going to use a fate point. Oh,
This would be a good time.
Okay.
I am going to use a fate point. Yes,
Yep.
please.
Thank you for the fate points.
Thank
Yes.
you, fate points.
Yes, indeed.
I hate my dice.
They may need him here, so like if everyone knows, for every 3,000 bits donated, it gives them a reroll, gives them a fate point.
But we can only do it once.
Guidance. I'm gonna give guidance to. Oh, sorry. Whose turn
Go
is
ahead.
it? Before I just start talking. Sorry.
13.
13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
Push and pull and look and start, randomly pushing things, but you don't find anything.
I would also like to do that.
Okay.
Wait,
Desperate to not.
Well, no, but it's not your turn. It's
whose turn is it?
Actually, technically, it's Thanato's turn.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Because we're doing this in initiative order.
I
Perfect.
forgot.
Yeah, no problem. I'm going to give guidance to Leaf.
Okay.
And then I'm going to investigate this place myself, which is going to be a dirty 20.
So your detect magic is going off the the charts, but you feel that the very nature of this is magical, and that you have to fight it with magic in some way.
And does it still feel illusionary or no?
The items that were there were illusionary, and now it feels what would be the school of what would be it feels
Danger.
Danger.
Not necessarily necromantic, but what's that?
Transmutation or
Feels
conjuration?
very transmutative.
Got it. I'm gonna look around for a second, and I just say, let's try violence. I'm gonna shoot at the wall with a witch bolt.
Okay.
One of the so are both two walls coming towards the middle, or is one wall pushing us to the side?
All 4 walls are closing in.
Well, that's not really. Oh, it's shrinking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's not a thing that works. Oh, I get
it's
it.
actually shrinking.
Yeah. Then I'm actually gonna shoot at the ceiling.
Okay. With a witch bolt.
With witch bolt, I'll just I'll drop a standard 3rd level witch bolt on it. Well, wait, hang on. What level does witch bolt do? Oh, witch bolt starts at 1st. I'll still drop a 3rd level witch bolt on it though, and it's gonna keep baking. So let's see here. Presumably, I don't need to roll to hit the roof.
No.
Okay. Be hard pressed to miss it. Let's see. So that's gonna put it's not a terrible roll. Okay, excellent. 21 points of damage on the roof, and it's gonna keep crackling.
Here's what happened when you shoot the witch bolt at the ceiling. You see a hole open up temporarily, and then almost in response to the witch bolt, it closes, and the room shrinks even more.
Oh shit. Wait, does that mean you need to use like the opposite school? They don't have opposites though, do they? It's not like fire and water.
That's it for me then.
Okay.
All right, I guess I'll go ahead. I know there's illusionary.
I think it's Leaf's turn.
Oh, the Leaf.
Yeah.
Well, I was just jumping.
I'll hold my action if Fish Nepal wants to go next, because I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do here, because I do have divine magic, but not much.
What if it's opposites? What if we need to heal instead of fight?
I can't do any of that sort of stuff, so I'm just going to use True Seeing.
I just won't.
True Seeing, and I'm going to look around and maybe identify what is this thing for real, and is there a vulnerable part?
Tell me what I haven't used True Seeing in such a long time. What's the properties of that spell?
Sure. Let me pull it up for you.
Basically see everything that's real, everything that is astral, anything that is hidden, anything that is covered by illusion.
Yep.
Nothing can be hidden from you, basically.
Unless
it's
says otherwise.
It's pretty good, yeah. One action lasts for an hour. This gives the willing creature, myself, the ability to see things as they actually are for the duration.
Okay.
Notice the secret doors, hidden magic, see ethereal, all out to 120 feet.
You know that this is a magical trap, and that this shrinking, the whole place is shrinking magically. But you feel that you could, if you had the right spell, you could counter it, whether you could dispel magic or enlarge or put up a magical wall. Any of that would stop it.
And I'll just say it. This is a magical trap. We need to either dispel the magic or perhaps summon a stone wall or a wall of force that will protect us.
Oh,
none of those are really my thing. I'm just like,
not my wheelhouse.
I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm like, well, I could cast Sanctuary and we could all feel very pleased and calm with ourselves as we die.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
You
know what?
Well, that was Gaxx Pack. Thank you so much for watching.
And we all died.
We hope you enjoyed today's game.
Perhaps
we'll be rolling up new characters next week on Sunday.
And then we woke up and it was all a dream.
Used to read Word Up magazine.
It was Super Mario Brothers 2, but Gaxx Pack style.
All right, Leaf. What are you still holding your action?
Yeah, I'm literally scouring through my character sheet right now to find if there's anything I could think of.
Okay.
If anybody wants to try anything else, I'm happy to hold my action again.
Sure.
If somebody else wants to go.
Snacks, you're next anyway.
Yeah. Sure. I will take a moment when I see the ceiling like open up, I go like and then it like closes and I'm just like, no, she just starts like stuttering and she starts going into a rage. Just this is supposed to be our day off and we're not even getting paid. I haven't eaten in at least like, and she just runs towards one of the walls and just punches it. Does anything happen?
Roll for damage.
All right.
You're
Cool.
like, you're pulling a Clerks. I'm not even supposed to be working today.
Exactly. 3.
Okay. Yeah, the same thing is similar to what happened with Thanato. Like, you punch a hole in it with your mighty kobold barbarian raging fist, and for a moment you see light and the garden on the other side, and then you see it fill back up.
Cool. Because I did that and I saw that, I just like head back, jaw dislocate, shrill scream with a tongue that's like shaking, and I take the shield and I do a shield master shove against it, just like, oh, are you kidding me? And I push it up against the wall and I'm just trying to shove that wall back.
Okay. Same. Nothing really happened.
But she did damage it enough to get through it, right? And see the other side for a brief second?
For a brief second, yes.
So I have like my shield up against the wall and basically my little legs are like doing this as I'm pushing it. Like, oh my God.
All right. Grath, what are you going to do?
Grath is just like at a loss here. I mean, I don't know. She was thinking of shooting exactly in that spot that Snacks hit, with her. Oh no, she doesn't have a bow. She doesn't have anything. Punching the wall. Got the cloak. But she can also cast like Pass Without a Trace. And maybe like as like the only thing she can think of, like as the walls are closing in and literally her existence and everyone's is crumbling around them, is to just cast like Pass Without a Trace or Darkness, maybe. Let's see.
How close are the? Is it really close, or do we have a little bit more time?
You feel like you have a couple more rounds left.
Okay.
Got a couple more
like
turns
12
left.
to 18 seconds before I'm in doom.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to. Yeah, I think Leaf is just going to open up and just unleash on one of these walls. I'm just going to start throwing punches.
And spending key and things like that?
Yup.
Okay.
Yup. I doubt channeling necromantic energy into the wall is going to do additional damage, so I'm going to forego that. But I am going to do Flurry of Blows, so I'll just unleash 4 attacks on this wall.
Okay.
Okay.
I hold my action. I'm just
roll for damage.
Just on all 4. Yeah, I guess it.
Yeah.
But if I was missing, oh my god. Yeah. Okay, so.
Yeah, my entire plan was just to try to shove it.
8. 17. And then 27. 37 points of damage.
With 37 points of damage, the hole is larger than when even Thanato did with his witch bolt. And whoever is next in initiative could take that opportunity to jump through the hole.
I was wondering.
I held my action. I don't know if that makes me go.
Yeah, I mean, if you feel like you could possibly make it through. It's closing up, but at that moment, since you haven't done anything.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So Grath sees Leaf just like unleashing, havoc upon the walls. There's a hold, and she just
You're gonna have
dodge
to make
rolls.
me an acrobatics check, though.
Oh. All right. Come on. Ooh, acrobatics. 16.
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and use my portent. I've foreseen this moment. You're going to make it. You get a 19.
Yes. Thank you,
Great.
Renato.
Yeah.
Thank you for your importance.
With that 19, you slip through the hole, and the hole closes up behind you. And as you make it out back into the garden, and you see the house shrinking, you notice a large red button on the outside.
Oh shit.
Wrath just dashes towards this button and just slams it with her fist without thinking. Just
all right.
Walls move
Before
twice
you
as
hit
fast.
the button, before you hit the button, as you left through and the hole closed, you just see my face for a split second. I'm just like, stay out of my room and don't touch my stuff. Okay.
Or you could do the Indiana Jones. We are going to die.
I'll get you all out of
Peering
there.
through the hole.
Promise.
You slam the button, and you see the house return to normal. It starts to expand from your side, and from you guys inside, you see the furniture starts to return. The illusion of the steps going up is there, and the door slides open.
Oh my gosh!
Figure out
Dash
who
out.
hit that button.
Wrath comes through the doorway and opens it. Get out!
Oh,
Hurry!
Oh yeah, no, we remove ourselves from this unpleasant place.
All right, yeah, I take it back. I take back what I said about this place finding the best in it. We are burning this place down. Where is
So-
Charles Dose?
Who has the boat?
I don't
But
think
theoretically,
anyone
it's
has the
outside.
boat.
Yeah,
Oh, we
it's,
have
over
boats
there.
back of the room
the
because
boat
you
did
shrunk
not come
down.
with us.
See,
Yeah.
Damn.
Yes, I'd
All right.
forgotten. The
now
boat
that you guys are
probably-
out of the house, in front of you, you see 2 lizard folk and 2 giant porcupines. And they're looking at you, and you're looking at them.
Wrath
Hey.
casts Pass Without a Trace upon the entire group.
I'm gonna point back behind us and go, "Hey, don't go in the house. Whatever you do, you're not supposed
They're
to."
standing at the edge of the orchard of 9 trees.
They see us?
They're looking right at you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
I'll tell
what?
them, yeah, don't go.
Maybe it's too late to cast Pass Without a Trace.
So I still have my rage like slowly leaving. Like that was a moment. So they look at me and my eye is twitching and I have some foam building on the side of the mouth. I'm like,
Actually, believe it or not, I'm gonna hit Snacks unarmed strike. As long as she takes damage or gives damage, the rage continues.
Thank you.
So when I see her calming down, I'm like, not quite yet. Slap on the back.
Mother, we're trying to get out of here now.
Yeah.
and I just look back, you beautiful son of a bitch. Thank you.
Yeah. And I just look at these lizard folk and these porcupines, and I just motion towards the house, and I say,
Y'all gonna die.
normally we would kill you for that, so we're going to give you exactly one opportunity to save yourselves. Who are you, and where can we find Charldos?
Yeah.
The lizard folk speak first, and one of the lizard folk says, "Well, I'm Bill. And this is Mitch. And over here," and he points to the 2 porcupines, is like,
Oh my god, I love them.
"This is Pat and Gil.
Hey Pat, hey Gil, Bill, Mitch.
Yeah, we live in those We live in those cottages behind the orchard there.
Oh, those are nice cottages. Those are really nice. That's a
So,
nice orchard too.
Lovely place. Can you
Yeah,
explain that?
You probably shouldn't have gone into Charldos's house without permission.
Yeah.
You know?
We asked. We asked. We tried.
Next.
I mean, did you though?
No, you kind of got us there.
I mean, when you knock on somebody's door and they don't
true.
answer, you shouldn't
true.
just go in. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Max leans over to Thanato. I'm having a really hard time staying mad. This
One
seems
more
really-
time. One more time.
Seem really
Yeah, right.
chill. All right, it's me.
Right. Yeah.
Come on,
Right. Mm-hmm.
Nothing makes sense around here, honestly. So we just figured we'd pop in.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I know it's weird. Like, we're in a tiny garden and things
Yeah.
are strange.
Oh, so you're aware that it's a tiny garden?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to, I used to be regular size and then got shrunk down. But now I feel like I'm regular size, so I just live here in the garden.
Have you ever thought about trying to leave, or you just like it here?
No, I like it here, you know. I mean, Charldos provides, you know what I'm saying?
Really? He's a nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You know, he feeds us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we do stuff for him, and we probably should, you know, let him know about what happened here.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah. You know,
let's.
honestly, I don't know. That's fair. You know, actually, if you're all right with it, it would be really great if we had the opportunity to apologize personally. So if we
you want to apologize to him?
I think if we were able to, I think if we came forward and confessed and we're like we were being, because we're out of our element here. We're adventurous, so we're used to just kind of like going in and figuring things. You know what I mean? And yeah. So if we could speak to him personally and just kind of confess everything and then apologize for it, that would certainly, I think, put us on the right path.
You know, no one's ever tried that before.
Really? Is he hard to apologize to?
I mean, look, to be honest, you don't know who you're going to get. You don't know which Charldos you're going to get.
Right. The Trent said something about that. He's unpredictable these days. What's with the change? Do you have?
I mean, I think he's just kind of getting on, you know?
Yeah, that does happen. Yeah,
it happens, and so, you know, you might want to make sure he's in a good mood.
Sure.
Before you, you know, but before you talk to him, just to make sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
What does he like?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Would he like a gift or something? Or
I mean, he likes carrots.
He's a rabbit.
He likes carrots.
Ah.
He's many things.
I see. Okay. Where can we get carrots? Can we get carrots around here?
Yeah, you know, down in the garden back, you know, south of here, you can probably get some carrots.
All right, real quick though. Are we picking someone else's carrots?
Well, I mean, technically they're his carrots. This is his garden.
Yeah,
So yeah, you're right. I see. You're right. I didn't think about that.
No, it's all right.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, we would be
I don't kill him.
apologizing for
No, I'm just
breaking
kidding,
into his house by giving him his own stolen goods. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably not the greatest thing to do. But you know what? Look, let me take you to him. I'll take you to him, and you can explain yourself. You can
Sure.
gather your thoughts, think of your best defense if you want to think of your best apology. I know about the whole shrinking down thing, so I know maybe you've got some stuff back out there. And by the way, your stuff is safe out there. That's like a magical room. Anybody that comes through the portal, your stuff's safe. No one's going to touch that stuff. It's just going to be in that pile. Okay?
Oh, okay. Sure.
there's something safe in this realm.
So nice. I think we just like to figure out why we were brought here, why the trap activated, how we've been pulled in, and if he could shed some light on this, I think we'd be good to go. Otherwise, Donato's just gonna kill all of you. There's gonna be blood everywhere.
And they, you notice that they have weapons, and they sort of put their hand on their weapon. I thought we were in apology mode here. What's going on?
We are in apology mode. No,
No, you don't understand. No. This is a misunderstanding.
I just pick Snacks up, and I'm like, you're really trying our patience. If we could just move this along, yes.
I just want to ask one question really fast. Just, do you know how to leave? Because we could just like avoid this whole thing, and we could just go.
Yeah, that would be all right too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know how to leave. Sure.
Yeah.
You could just. I mean, but here's the thing.
Follow up. Tell.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I know how to leave.
Okay.
But.
Yeah.
But.
You guys broke into Charldos's house.
Yeah, we're
right?
gonna apologize.
You kind of need
the
to.
door
you
was
need-
open.
Some
so
amends need to be made. The door was unlocked. It was not open.
Okay, so once we
You don't
go
think
apologize.
I saw what happened?
No, because I looked around and I didn't see you.
Doesn't mean I wasn't hiding behind a tree.
I would have seen you. I would have smelled you.
So I just have True Sight still going. So I just want to make sure these guys appear as they.
As far as you know, they are really two lizard folk and two giant porcupines.
Then I'll also detect thoughts so I can read surface thoughts and just see if they got anything. Hey, we're gonna roast these guys or whatever.
Right. Well, you get the vibe that they are loyal servants of Charldos, so they will.
That's why they got sensitive.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So they're going to do what Charldos tells them to.
Okay, that's fair.
And they're not going to tell you how to leave because they want you to answer to Charldos.
Oh.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to throw suggestion on Mitch. I'm going to be like, Mitch, you know that our pure and this was completely accidental. Wouldn't it be better just to tell us how to leave before we go apologize to Chardos?
And I've foreseen this moment. Mitch gets a 1 on his save.
All right.
Yes, that's in everyone's best interest, I think.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Screw
and
your
Bill looks at
campaign.
Mitch like, what are you doing, man? But Mitch says, yeah, you know that door you came through?
Yeah.
You just go through the other side. So like on this side, so you came through on the other side. If you were to open it on this side, you could just go right back into that room.
Whoa. And that'll take us out of the garden.
Yeah.
And then we'll be trapped in the next space.
I mean, you'll be back in the first room, but you're
Right.
still, at least you're out of here.
Yeah, it's true. That's very true.
Wow.
You did, in fact, answer us truthfully just now.
And then Bill looks at him like, man, what are you, he like nudges him. He's like, what are you doing?
Now,
Who would have
though,
thought going back through the door we came in is the way out? I know, it's mind-boggling.
It's mind-boggling.
now though, we had no gift that we could give that guy because he owns everything. But now you know that our intent is pure because we know how to leave and we could just go. But now we will go apologize, even though we could have just left. We
Can you make a deception
choose.
roll for me, please?
Why? I'm not deceiving. I'm really not deceiving. We could leave. But instead, I am
The
instead
biggest side
talking
eye from
about
the
a
DM.
moral issue. This is not deception. In fact, it is very, very importantly not deception. This is 100% truth, my dear sir.
Just make me a deception roll, please.
You're like, shut up, Vivian.
feel like Snacks.
Persuade the DM.
14.
Yeah.
Do I?
Like it's persuasion? Yeah, fine. Persuasion.
okay,
roll.
all
What
right.
would it be on persuasion?
They're both +0.
It'd be 14 still.
No. Less, much less. It would be a 6. Do I need to use a fate point?
Maybe.
I mean,
Yeah, this is probably.
You know what?
Yeah.
Either
great
way,
time to use a fate point.
I'm not even confident in the 14. You just tell me what to roll and I'm going to roll it again.
I need you to beat a 15.
Oh, no, which is like deception or.
Yeah, with persuasion.
Okay. I almost was like, what about performance? Also +0.
Wait,
But you were
you're
a
an
actor.
actor and you have
true.
0 in performance.
What about your act? What about your acting
Literally,
skills?
what did the feat get
yeah.
you?
Oh,
like, no,
we have to look it up really quick.
question.
Okay,
Like,
we're
what?
rusty.
I remember the thing that I
She went from a -2 to a 0.
yeah, honestly, I didn't roll very well anyway. And my dice are freaking out. I am sorry about all the notifications everyone's getting. I am just looking at this thing and it's just throwing wild dice. It's just I rolled a 7. It's awful. And I am trying to find my thing. Talk amongst yourselves.
All right, it's okay. They're whether he believes you or not, he's still if you are going to go to Charldos. I mean, I don't know what the rest of your party wants to do. Go ahead.
Okay, I have advantage on deception and performance when I'm trying to pass myself off as a different person.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can mimic the speed. Yeah, so I knew that.
But only when you're trying to pass yourself off as a different person?
She's Zans. She's not Snacks.
I mean, like internally talking about this moral dilemma, really, I would say that they don't know me. Maybe
Fair enough.
I mean, who really knows anybody, honestly, right?
Well, so roll me your advantage then.
Oh my God, it's a 6.
I'm out of
This was a good argument.
If you're really gonna go to Charldos right now,
I am.
then it's fine.
That was the point. Is that
I mean, but I don't know what the rest of your party knows how to get out now.
Roll save versus side eye.
Yeah, we can talk to the guy. We came here for something. Let's see it.
All right. Okay. So they actually lead you through the garden all the way to letter G on that map. And you see a marble statue. And this work is odd because it's the likeness of a rabbit. Its man-sized form is evidently clad in some form of sleeveless vest, gloves, and low boots. Clover-like flowers of purple and white grow in a low border all along this path, while taller flowers and flowering shrubs screen it from the rest of the garden. The low slab of polished granite upon which the statue rests is about 3 foot square and 1/3 as high. So
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so it's a man-sized rabbit statue.
I look at the statue and I just look at Leaf and I just say, "You called this one. You did. You just right out of the top. That was the all you."
And I was being ridiculous too. I'm kind of surprised at myself.
Everything
it's
is ridiculous.
very predictable that it's like, oh, he likes carrots. I mean, I think that's somewhat of a misnomer, honestly. I don't even know that that's true. But
I have that snack fact. I have that unlocked, but it's a lot of history. It's not true at all. It was actually propaganda from a war. Never mind. Go on. Keep going. It's really interesting, and everyone should actually Google where like the whole history of do carrots help your eyes, because it's actually a wild ride.
Are you serious? Can you link me that?
It's
I'm fascinated.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go on. It's 4 o'clock. I can't do the snacks.
So Bill says, well, here he is. And this is where we're going to end our adventure for today. In front of a marble statue of a rabbit.
A stoned rabbit.
Look how far we've come.
And in the end, it didn't even matter.
legally distinct. Yep.
Hey, it was still fun though.
Mm-hmm.
So really quick before we go, we got a lot of subs today, and it's so good to be back. It's good to be back, right, guys?
It's
love it.
Back.
Yes.
So we've got so many subs and resubs. So from B Right UK, Eric Jackson, Rycar01, Rogan 27, Cash GT, Claudio Roman, Catch 23, Luke Gygax, hey, Commander Kid Kill'em, 2 gift subs. Eric Jackson gave 5 gift subs. Commander Kid Kill'em 2 tier subs. Catch 23, 3 gift subs. We got a lot of cheers today. We got Rogan 27, Rycar, Stabigale, B Right UK, KS. CASGT, Catch 23, Kira 858, Zarathon Anden, Damn Weirdo, got that one, Kaiju Moose, and anyway, thank you guys so much for the subs and the fate points and the cheers and the bits. We couldn't do it without you.
Literally.
And we want to thank our sponsors once again, Warriors of Waterdeep, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, and Steam Forged Games. And, of course, GaryCon, which is, we are now in 2 days. We started the march to GaryCon early this year because we're in February, but it's the march to GaryCon. Aha, get it? We're marching to GaryCon in the month of March. So next month we will actually be lined up right. And Luke, you're going to be back with us next week, right?
Yeah, I'll be back next week. We got to get out of the garden somehow.
Yeah, we got Eliza will be back next week. And let's everybody really quick go through anything that they would like to say. Let us know where we can find you on this wonderful interwebs. We'll start with Eric Campbell.
I'm at 16-bit Eric across all the platforms. You find me mostly on Twitch, where I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. And my group, this has been a long time coming, but we are launching our Changeling the Dreaming Chronicle coming up on the 7th. So stay tuned because we're doing character release reveals. We're revealing the cast and the characters this coming week on our Instagram account.
Great.
Which is at the Streampunks RPG.
You know, he's underselling it, but this man loves Changeling and has wanted to do this for so very long.
Very, very long. It's been a long. I've missed the World of Darkness very much. Yeah.
Now you're gonna shed some light on it.
Stop it.
All right. Dave, tell us what's going on with you. My God.
I'm like the long winter's coming. There is no escape. TV's B. Dave Walters. You can catch me. We're in between seasons on Invitation to Party right now on G4, but you can see the whole first season on G4 YouTube. Also, Black Dice Society Thursdays at 4 on D&D Twitch and YouTube. Idle Champions presents Court of the Raven Queen Monday at 4 on C&E Games, Twitch, and YouTube, and other stuff I'm sure I'm forgetting. Just follow me on the Tweetagrams at B. Dave Walters.
All right, Adriosa.
Hello, hi, Adriosa, or Adriana Cazador. I am a nerd in the TTRPG realm as well, and there's a few new shows that are coming out that I'm going to be involved with very shortly. So if you wanted to see the things that I'm involved with, follow me at Adriosa Gaming, or just Adriosa, I think, on Twitch. I also stream on my own channel, but I have not lately. But yes. What else do I do? Voiceover stuff, TTRPG stuff, all that jazz. So go follow me, see my things.
Sure to give Adrius a follow. Vivka, what's going on with you? Besides, are you still live on TikTok right now?
I am.
Awesome.
Hello.
Welcome to all the new viewers that came over.
Yes. Hi, I'm Vivid Vivka. It's a mouthful and it's hard to spell, so look down below. It's not Vivica, it's Vivka. This is Tesla, my dog. Her sticks are completely useless, as you can see. But yeah, I know that this is hard to believe, but I dress up as monster girls because that's what I like to do. If you follow me on Twitter or TikTok, it's the same handle, Vivid Vivka. I'm also on Instagram, but I never use it. But yeah, check me out online, come hang out. I sometimes post weird stuff and I dress up as a lot of weird characters because that's fun for me.
Awesome. And we're going to let Luke go last. But for me, this is my channel right here. Mondays and Wednesdays, I broadcast music. And then on Tuesdays over on the Codename Games channel, I host a show. I co-host a show with my friend Dylan called Bardic Inspiration, and every week we write a different song live on the air with the audience about a different character or thing from Dungeons and Dragons. So be sure to check that out. And Luke, tell us about GaryCon. Tell us what's happening. Tell us why we're here.
Yeah, so GaryCon is coming up March 24th, 27th in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. We also have an ethereal version. So if you can't make it to Lake Geneva, the birthplace of Dungeons and Dragons, you can join us virtually. Just go to play.garycon.com and you can buy tickets there. Go to garycon.com if for some reason you forgot the play part and have fun. We're celebrating the life and works of my dad, the father of role-playing games, co-creator of Dungeons and Dragons, and it's about getting together with your chosen family, your gamer family, and having a good time because for me, I believe gaming is not only fun, it does a lot of good in the world, brings people together, creates a lot of joy and happiness, and heals people. And I want to see more of that in the world. So that's why we do this stuff.
Awesome.
Pretty great.
Well, we'll be back next Sunday, and right now we're gonna raid Lord Gosumba's channel because Ed Greenwood is the guest tonight.
Oh,
Nice.
right. Go say hi to Ed.
Yeah.
Hello,
If you
hello.
know D&D, you know Ed Greenwood. So, all right, everyone, we'll see you all next week, and have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Thank you.
Thanks for coming back.